Yeah. Hello. Right. Hey everyone, welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. It's Comicsgate Live. I'm Ethan Van Sciver, 25-year veteran of the comic book industry, illustrator of future Canadian Prime Minister Dr. Jordan B. Peterson's 12 Rules for Life, and creator of Cyberfrog Blood Honey, the biggest smash hit crowdfunded comic book of all time. Hard on my heels. We've got Mike S. Miller here of Lone Star, Heart of the Hero.
Lone Star, Heart of the Hero. How you guys doing?
Well, very well. And then, we've got John Malin also, who has a comic book called Graveyard Shift. Also, we've got we've got a six figures bitch and a nearly six figures bitch joining us tonight for Comicsgate Live, Britskrieg Part 3.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. They won't stop. These people will not stop. I think they've realized that they've caught lightning in a bottle. Yelling insanity about me in a British accent. People like it. People can't get enough of it.
All right, everybody, I won't be doing the Aloha Hour.
This is going to be a while, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be a while. It's one little new video. I haven't looked at it yet. But Antonio has. Apparently it's about Antonio. He sent me the link to it and he said, EVS, what? Well, yeah, I see. I mean, they've got something against Antonio right now. I don't know what. I'm not really sure. But they don't like him. I think they see him as, well, we'll find out what their problem is in a minute. Hello, chat. Hello, everyone. Hold on, let me put Graveyard Shift and Lone Star in the chat.
They probably just felt they needed fresh meat. They were getting a little repetitive from the last time I heard them. So, how many times can they kind of keep saying you're a gatekeeper?
Yeah, I know. I like it. And the other thing is I like being a gatekeeper. I don't know when that started out. I think that was something that like Captain Cummings kind of started with or something about gatekeeping. All right, that's fine. If you say so. I don't remember ever saying gatekeeping is bad. I remember people saying to me gatekeeping is bad. No, I want to keep a-holes away from my family. I am definitely a gatekeeper, and I always will be. So if I have the power to keep frauds and charlatans and weirdos out of Comicsgate, I'll do that. I didn't know I had that power. I didn't know I was a gatekeeper, but if I am, good.
Well, you kicked me out.
Yeah, I kicked you out today. All right, let's talk about you, Mike Miller, because I did mention you on the war campaign. I said, "What is?"
I was on the war campaign today.
Yeah, they mentioned that. They mentioned that to me. What are you doing, Mike? And you know what I'm talking about. What are you doing?
Godzilla. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Doug started it.
Now, how did Doug start it? I'm interested in that.
That's the funny thing. It all started with Doug saying something about soy boys, and then someone else saying like, "Well, how do you justify calling somebody a soy boy from the Bible?" And then Doug brings up the scripture about the effeminate, which is literal. I mean, soy boy is just our modern linguistic for effeminate men. And so it just went into this whole
not just effeminate though. They're effeminate.
No. But this is what he was,
and they're malevolent. It's like I'm sure we have guys with good hearts who are low T, but we still love them. No, there's something treacherous about soy boys. They're low T and they're treacherous and they attack you the way traditionally women attack you, and they're men. So those are soy boys.
Yeah, my son and I were thinking about doing a sort of a Weird Al Yankovic thing with the Cure song "Boys Don't Cry" with "Soy Boys Cry."
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Henry Dorset K says EVS is effeminate and everyone likes him. I'm not effeminate.
He's effeminate.
Dark Gift X, thanks for $5. Mike, glad it wasn't me you muted on Twitter. Good doing battle with you. Dark Gift, aka Midnight Images.
Right on, man.
Yeah. So anyway, so Doug started that. Now you get into a big fight on Twitter with transgendered people. Mike. Have you learned nothing from your boy Zach?
Opportunity offender. I love everyone.
No, you don't. Not everyone.
I do. I love everyone. That's the problem. Is I wasn't saying anything nefarious or evil. I was saying, and they're saying, "Oh, you're just pretending to be nice," and I'm like,
they say that to me all the time. Too.
If you can't say, I pray for you and I hope the best for everyone, and they take that as some sort of a nefarious slight. Oh, this fake Christian compassion. I'm like,
yeah.
What if it's just compassion?
But what if it's not? Todd Rector 299, Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees? Let's ask everyone here. I'm gonna say Michael Myers because of the movie just now. Mike, what do you think?
Voorhees.
Yeah, John.
It's hard, man. I'm gonna go with Michael Myers.
And Critias just joined us. Critias, do you prefer Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees?
I'm a huge fan of Jason.
Yeah, a lot of people love Jason. There's more content too. Jason's been in more movies, I think.
Yeah, but Jason's freaking indestructible.
Yeah. Bill Stevens says, gives me $5. He says, EVS with 3 exclamation points. Love what you do. When is my comic arriving? LOL. Oh, that's a good question. It's not finished yet. I'm not finished drawing it. I have the printer all lined up. I got a nice book with the the paper stock, including the beautiful chrome that's going to be used for the cover. By the way, bad news about the cover, guys. I wanted a spine on the book. There's not going to be a spine. The chromium cover stock doesn't allow it to bend in order to make a spine. And that sucks. And I kind of weighed it in my mind. I was like, well,
everyone their money back, Ethan.
Yeah, I'm going to refund all of your money. Let's call it a day. We're not going to do the book. I thought about what's more important, the spine or the chromium? And I just went, man, it's got to be the chromium. It's going to be, everything's still top of the top. Most of this is just like a learning experience. Like I want things and then they tell me you can't have them.
Well, hey, you know what? Now that you're doing saddle stitch, you can get
not saddle stitch. It's glued. It's going to be glued, I believe.
Oh, really?
I think so. Yeah, I think they said glue.
Oh, weird. Well, you could probably still do sketch covers now.
Yeah, I'm not going to be doing those. I wouldn't, I mean, they're okay. I don't want to draw.
This is the sample I got in from the printer today.
Let me see. How's it look?
It looks good. I tested it with quill. I tested it with brush. I tested it with Copics and a couple Bemojis. So the only thing that made it bleed was when I used the quill and I try to do a real thick line with the quill because you know how it cuts into the paper.
Yeah.
It's solid. And plus, look at this. It's actually a printed cover. So it's not like the Marvel books where they take a regular comic and they just stitch.
Oh, so there's actually, that's just, okay, so there's stuff printed on the inside.
Yeah, it's the legitimate cover. This is a single page. So
that looks good.
Yeah, so stoked.
Channon McDaniel, $2, a meager offering to the almighty gatekeeper. Thanks, Channon. Appreciate that. Definitely. Yeah, Scott the artist says EVS spineless wonder. Look, I do my best. I wanted it and they said I can't have it. You can't make it. Not for what, not for the paper that, and looking back, I'm like, I don't remember ever seeing a chromium cover from the 90s that did have a spine. So maybe that's why.
Yeah, what you'd probably have to do is do a regular cover and then have that added as a plate. I think they did that on Bloodshot. They did that on Bloodshot, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to,
Yes. Have you seen the chat is they're calling you spineless, Uncle Spineless.
I see it. Yeah, they're pissed that Cyberpunk's not going to have a spine.
Spineless.
Bill Stevens says, EVS, I just want the complete series, all 52 comics of the Froggy. Oh my God, that'll be, well, that's my life's work, Bill, from here on out, is to get 52 comics of Cyber Frog. I'd like to offer that. In fact, I'd like to read it myself. You guys ever think about that? You ever think about like what it would be like to just sit down with all the rest of the comics that you're going to make in the future right now and just take a look at what it's going to be? Wow. And could you relate to it? Like, what would it be like to read your own work for the first time?
I probably wouldn't be able to get started if I could do that, because I'd look at the last page of the very last issue I did and I'd be like, ugh, how am I ever going to get there?
You'd be like, I died in the middle of this page. Like, yeah. Think about that. You know,
hey, how do you eat an elephant, man? One bite at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was working on the Lone Star 2 script today.
How's that coming out?
Fun. I'm writing it full script this time rather than Marvel style. So it's fun. I love
Why the change?
You know, because I want to see. I can get more of what the characters would naturally interact with if I'm writing the dialogue out. So instead of being forced to be like, oh, well, I drew this character here and I drew this character here, what should they be saying? I can have this natural back and forth if I know what they're saying and how they're going to react to it.
Was any of that motivated? Because I know when you got to the end of Lone Star, you were like, well, you know, I'd kind of like to edit in, you know, some extra panels here or there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the writing on issue 2 is on issue 1's really good, but I think the writing on issue 2 will be even better. So
it's a learning process, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jason Green, thanks for $5. I have an old 33 record of Elvis live in Hawaii by Satellite. Would you like it for your collection? Yeah, I would. You know, I didn't realize this. A lot of guys on YouTube, they open up PO boxes so that fans can send gifts. And I get a lot of people who say, I have a gift for you. Most of them, I assume it's not Anthrax. You know, I hope it's not. I hope they're actual fans who want to give me a gift. And I'm always like, I can't accept a gift because I can't give out my address, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, they're like, we have a PO box. You go check your PO box every day and people send you cool stuff. I'm like, oh, I didn't think of that. So Jason, please hang on to that. I would love to have that. And, you know, let me open up a PO box, maybe even tomorrow and give it to you guys as like a, you know, in one of the, I guess I'll give it in the video so you guys know. If you want to send me anything, people want to send me their own comics and things like that. That'll make that easier. Michael Strelitz says Recato Law is defending you on his live channel now. That's good.
About what? Something else spring up?
What did I do?
I don't know. Going on. It's not even funny, man. Everybody's getting the channel striked and whatnot.
Oh yeah. So that's going on right now. I mean, these people are out trying to put strikes on channels. They're false flagging, and you know, I don't know what else, but they're attacking a lot of Comicsgate channels. And you know, the thing about it is that you know, if you get a strike, the way YouTube works is everybody here monetized.
No,
yeah.
Yeah, you can all get super chats. John, you're not?
No, I'm qualified for everything, but they haven't monetized me yet.
So can you get super chats from a live stream?
No, not yet.
Okay, so when you can, you know, the whole thing is it's a good source of, you know, honestly, I make more money from my YouTube channel than I did working at DC. So that's, you know, that's a nice thing, and you know, it's good. It's the central hub. It's the beating heart of you know, my Comicsgate and my career. You know, my whole thing. Now, if somebody false flags your channel successfully, you know, and it's not an easy thing to do. It's hard to get YouTube to say, yeah, we agree. But if they do, you lose your live streaming ability for 3 months. 3 months.
You need a backup.
Devastating. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I'm going to actually build up a couple more backup channels, you know, for live streaming, and then specifically for Star Wars, and then one specifically for drawing, and I'll build those up as well. You know, now that I've kind of reached my 1-year anniversary, I feel really motivated to do more YouTube stuff now. You know, to kind of grow a couple more channels.
Someone who knows way more than I do said that there's a way that you can set up set your thing up to stream simultaneously on multiple platforms.
Yeah, I'm not that sophisticated. I wish I had some help. I wish somebody would come here and show me cooler ways to do stuff. But yeah, I'm not there yet at all.
Yeah, but he's not going to do that. My son says you just need to download the program.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Again, my son doesn't know that much about it. I downloaded OBS. I know Twitch, all this stuff, but I barely know how to do this, guys. I'm really good at doing this now. I don't know how to make a video on my computer. The only way I can make a video and edit a video is on my phone and iPad. But I don't know how to do it on the computer yet. These are all things I'm going to work out. This channel is going to improve. It's going to grow. It's going to become much bigger and much better this year. That is my goal. As Cyberfrog comes out, Rainbow Brute and all of these things, this channel necessarily, as it breaks 100,000 subscribers. By the way, when you break 100,000 subscribers, YouTube gives you your own private YouTube guy to help you with things. So if somebody's effing with your channel, you're able to do that. And also, my voice at 100,000 subscribers is like who's that? Your own voice becomes more powerful. If I were to actually try to flag somebody for content or abuse, it's one report for me would be times 10. So they would immediately take it very seriously. That's why people like Mundane Matt really were way too powerful and got themselves into trouble, because he would report people and false flag them, and because he was well over 100,000, his word would shut down channels. He got one of my videos set to adults only, and it was a Star Wars video, and he did that just to show me he could. It's like
how close was Richard?
92. Yeah, so I can't wait till
3 months.
Well, possibly. You start to you slow down. I mean, I was talking to the guys today on the High Council, and it's like World Class Bullshitters is at 75,000 subscribers, and he's like, I just barely broke it. He's like, I'll get 40 subscribers one day, then lose them the next day, and he's like, I've been stuck in this pattern. And I'm like, yeah, something has to happen that draws attention to your channel. Zach occasionally has bursts of that, but I think he's kind of stuck as well. He's in stasis. Nobody's attacking him, and he isn't trying to get attention because he's in the middle of a lawsuit. So let me check real quick. I want to see what his channel's at right now. It says 91, but yeah, 91,330. Oh. He'll get there first. I mean, I'm closing in on him, but not that quick. We were at 13. We were 14,000 apart 2 months ago, and now I think we're a little more than 10. So I am closing in on him a little bit.
Hey, Ethan, can I share my screen real quick? Somebody fixed my links drawing.
Hold on. Go ahead. Oh God. It's beautiful. By the way, a lot of people are doing Link's fan art on Twitter, and I really appreciate it. This is the thing about this. Again, we're creating something new here. This is a new way of building, promoting an audience and a channel, a comic book. And Mike's like, couldn't we just talk about links in private? And I'm like, no, we should talk about links publicly at all times. Yeah, let people see it.
Yeah, you inspired Donald DeLay to create a links. He told me he's gonna try to create one too.
Oh, really? Oh, nice. Yeah. Who did this one?
Brett Keel.
Brett Keel, nice.
Yeah, it's nice. I like the face particularly.
Yeah, good stuff. I mean, this is all very exciting. I mean, people are involved. People, want to be a part of it, and these comic books are yours. We have to let go of this kind of thing that Marvel and DC do, where it's just like, if you don't like it, don't buy it. No, we're going to make sure you like it. You're going to be there from every point of the creation of these comics. You are the one supporting them. They exist because you back them. So no, we insist that you, let us know what you think, be a part of this, and own it. Own these comics as yours. So I think that's what separates Comicsgate from.
It's funny you say that, because I got a message yesterday from one of the community members, and they were saying, hey, the character he created, he kind of looks like a video game character called Cinder from Killer Instinct. And I looked at it, I was like, oh man, this guy's right. So I had to call the artist or email the artist and let him know he got to change a couple of things and then change the name. Saved me a lot of trouble.
That helps. I mean, all that stuff, doing it, in public and everything really does help, P Money says, "Hey, been making fun of Comics Pros too much, especially Mike. Making rounds and saying sorry if Mike knows what I mean. I'm sorry if not even better. Love all." So he's been making fun of you, Mike, and he wants to say he's sorry for that.
Do I know him?
His name's P Money. I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's the joke.
Yeah.
Do I know you?
Oh, do I know you? Okay. Bill Stevens. I'm a creative writer, not a comic artist, and I have a 51 novel story planned out. Gee whiz, 51. Yeah, cool. Do it, Bill. Make it happen. Time Code Mechanics. I've created some public domain characters for Comicsgate creators if interested. Everyone can use them. I just did quick sketches and outlines. Well, that's cool, Time Code, but why don't you use them? You should use them for yourself. Brett says, "Hey, Mr. E, I sent you a tweet with my attempt at links. Maybe you can use it to educate Master Mike." We'll get back to Mike and the transgendered thing in a minute. GR People, hail Caesar, God Emperor, may he one day mentor young Augustus to rise to his level. Down with the Britskrieg, hail Mike as well for Jake today.
Oh yeah, Jake Rayer.
You help Jake?
Yeah. I mean,
nice.
I'd like to help somebody else. James Hudnall just emailed me. Agenda is live now. His Indiegogo.
Oh, cool. Okay, well, we should get him on.
Yeah.
You want to send him the link and see if he wants to pop in?
Yeah, let me do that.
Okay. SeedFan85, you should check out Ivan Ortega's channel. Everyone should. Ivan Ortega is re-editing The Last Jedi to make it a better movie. And he's doing it scene by scene. He's a fantastic editor. Ivan Ortega. If you don't know him, you should. Dark Gift X, speaking of demonizing, actually you meant to say demonetizing. Did you see Young Bluth's conspiracy thread? I have all the screenshots. If you didn't, Dark Gift, aka Midnight Images. Yeah, Dark Gift, we did see that, and I think I retweeted them all, made them public, but I'm not sure that I got screenshots of them. In any case, I invited my fans, and I invite you and everyone listening now to report Jason Youngbluth, who is at I am Deathray, to Twitter for harassment and targeted harassment. He is conspiring to harass and abuse and demonetize comic skaters, and he's got no business doing that. He's got no right to do that, and it's against Twitter's policies. So, we want to go ahead and use the rules to protect ourselves. Darth Armo, thanks for $9.99. We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today we celebrate our Comicsgate, of course. Yeah, good stuff. So, Mike, okay, so you Indiegogo superheroes with it. So you're sending me a link to
that's James's thing.
James's agenda. Okay, well when he gets in here. So anyway, Mike.
Yes, Ethan, my friend.
You gotta stop harassing these.
I wasn't harassing
transgender people. You gotta stop. I don't know how to get you to stop. Just stop arguing with them. Stop.
I muted him.
You know what it is? Okay, you have to. Everyone has seen Brer Rabbit fighting the Tar Baby. I know that's become racist.
Now you're calling them tar babies.
No, well, yes, I am. The Tar Baby. Here's the story of Brer Rabbit and the Tar Baby. So Brer Rabbit walks by, and I can't remember what, but there's somebody put a little baby shaped thing made of tar, made of liquid tar, dressed in a coat and a hat, corncob pipe, whatever. And Brer Rabbit decides he doesn't like its attitude, so he goes up and punches it, and he gets his fist stuck, and that makes him mad, so he punches it again with his other hand, and that gets his other hand stuck. And before you know it, he's kicking it, he's punching it, and he's all, tangled up and wound up, covered in sticky tar that he cannot escape from.
Yep.
Yes. That is what you're doing right now. Stop it.
He didn't realize that there was a mute button.
Yeah, but just stop it. Just stop fighting people. Because what they do is they go, see, Comicsgate is a transphobic movement. Look at Mike.
Yeah.
You can't do that. I understand however you feel.
You can't even be compassionate because they don't care what you actually say. They only project what they want you to say.
That's correct, Mike. That's the game. That's the game.
Did you just get dark guy here?
So,
Uh-oh. Asteroid.
It's your personality, Mike. It's getting dark.
James Hudnall.
James Hudnall's here. Welcome, James Hudnall.
How you doing, James?
Yeah, good to hear from you or not.
Better Hudnall.
James, are you there?
I think his mic is muted, or it's not.
I'm
No, I
muted?
think James. I can't hear him.
Oh, you think his mic is muted? James, you're muted. No one can hear you. Nope.
Some people
Now
in the
you're
chat
muted.
are like, "Let Mike be Mike." No, I can't. I don't think Mike is. I can't let Mike be Mike because when Mike
No.
is Mike, Mike gets himself in trouble.
Occasionally,
He doesn't
Mike,
get me in trouble. He gets Mike in trouble. So, if you love Mike, do not let Mike be Mike. Keep Mike in line because Mike gets into fights with people and then he has to pay the price. So we can't do that.
just in general.
If I didn't like Mike, I would let Mike be Mike and I would just laugh. I go, ha.
Mike does just waste too much time.
That's
on
right.
Twitter.
That's right.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
I can hear you. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, James. Congratulations. This is James Hudnall, by the way. James Hudnall is a writer, a famous writer. One of the things that I always brag about James Hudnall for. James, I always brag about you.
Really?
Yes.
You sounded surprised.
I name drop. So when I name drop you, I say James Hudnall created Harsh Realm back when I was at Harris Comics doing Cyberfrog for Harris Comics. You created Harsh Realm for Harris Comics, and it became the third TV show by Chris Carter, who had also done the X-Files and Millennium, and then Harsh Realm. You were on Fox TV. I was very impressed with you.
Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't turn out that well for me, but it was, it was certainly a learning experience. I'm glad it happened, but at the same time, wish it didn't happen differently, But that's all because of Chris Carter being like an egotistical asshole and didn't want to give us credit on the comic that he optioned, and he used the story and the title and everything, but he decided to make his own changes, and then so we had to sue them to get our credits, and all that sort of thing. And then, of course, he basically upset Fox so much that they just kind of killed it after 3 episodes. But
do you have a DVD of all of them? Do you have the whole thing?
Yes, they have to give us credit now, and because we had a settlement, and if you go get the DVDs, which you can order on Amazon, they have credits. Our credits are in the front of the show, like our title card, which is nice. So we got that sorted out, but we had to sue them to do it, which is too bad.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad that you sued them successfully. I'm glad that you brought them to heel, James.
You got to stand up for yourself, Just I heard you guys talking about the Comicsgate. It's the same thing. We just have to stand by our guns, and just we're just doing our thing. And if they don't like it, that's too bad. But I don't think they have the right to defame us like they are.
Yeah, Ethan, let me do my thing.
No, I won't. I won't let you do your thing. I'm sorry.
Mike, you're already out. We're trying to get you back in, man. You just gotta chill.
Yeah, and, for goodness sakes. By the way, I want to say something. Critias is here. Detective Dead Crimson Moon is his comic book. I'm going to put that in the chat really quick. Everyone is, by the way, a lot of people are backing Lone Star tonight. I think people are like, I don't know, I want to support Mike Miller through all this. They're saying, I want to get behind Mike and make sure that he succeeds. Hold on a second. Detective Dead. Put that there. And then I got to put James as well. James's new campaign, which is called Agenda.
Yes.
Agenda.
What's it about, James? What is Agenda about?
Well, it's about if there were 6 characters who had the power to change the world that suddenly appear on the scene, and how would that play out in real life? I always hear stories about real superheroes in the real world. These aren't necessarily superheroes. I mean, they are, but they aren't, because I look at it as each character has their own agenda and they'll be in conflict with each other, but they don't know each other in the beginning of the story. It's just sort of like if you remember this old Superman story, Superman Red, Superman Blue. That's sort of an idealized thing that if Superman tried to save the world, he would, be able to do all this stuff. But I have a more realistic kind of view of reality, and so I just thought, if superheroes existed, if people tried to change things, they would upset a lot of people that are in power because they would be interfering with people's agendas. So the whole thing about agenda is about agendas of different characters and different people and different governments, and how if you upset one apple cart, the repercussions are going to echo out through a lot of things. So it's kind of an exploration of superheroes in the real world, but different than what you're used to, because I am willing to deal with subject matters that a lot of the media doesn't want to touch. In general, society just kind of ignores. And it's not like I'm doing anything. It's not an adult comic in the sense that there's any pornography or anything. It's nothing like that. It's just like I'm just tackling subjects that generally get not dealt with, especially in comics. Comics, in general is kind of gutless, and you just want kind of like stupid stories. But with like simplistic, solutions and everything. But this is more like Game of Thrones, where there's more depth to everything. Like the characters, I don't really set out to say who's the good guy, who's the bad guy. It's more like these characters are many layered, and you get to choose who you root for and who you don't. I'm not championing any. That's generally where I'm coming from. I just want to do it as a kind of do things that I've wanted to do for a while, and I just know that this book would never be picked up by a mainstream publisher because it pushes a lot of the wrong buttons, for them.
James is beautiful and all, but why don't we be looking at the link?
Because I wasn't. Because all right, I'll do that. Don't tell me what to do, Mike. You're on thin ice as it is.
I meant agenda.
You are on thin ice. All right, here we go.
Oh, it looks great.
Oh, nice.
Here is agenda. Superheroes with a purpose. Tyranny and injustice have new foes. Governments will not approve. And it's done by James Hudnall in San Diego, California. There's some people in San Diego. Mike S. Miller is in San Diego.
Yeah.
What exactly is your personal agenda, James? What are you trying to do?
Well, personally, I'm really sick of being lectured to by what we now call NPCs, but basically how the culture has shifted so far to the left, mainly because it's sort of a holdover from the previous presidency. And I think it's eventually going to shift. It's already shifting away from that. But, the culture is we're just inundated with all this leftist propaganda everywhere. And it's just what I consider a very unrealistic view of reality that's just constantly pushed on us. So this comic is sort of a reaction to that. It's more like, this is the real world. This is how superheroes would possibly try to change it. But in trying to change things, there's going to be unintended consequences. And, when people decide to do something, it doesn't mean that they're all going to get along, So all these characters who don't know each other, but they're all, even though they have different agendas and they're different parts of the world, eventually things will come together and we get to see who gets along and who doesn't. And it'll be interesting just to kind of see it play out. And I really enjoy getting in deep into characterization and things like that. So for me, it's an opportunity to do a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to do. And
let me read this page to people here. By the way, this artwork is sensational.
Yeah, Matt Cosson is the artist. He's another San Diego, and he's a really great artist. New talent.
Where is he? Why isn't he on my show right now? Where is he?
Actually, I'm trying to get him on my show. I started a YouTube channel, as you suggested last time we spoke. And I just started doing it. I just got a camera so I can shoot myself sitting in my chair because I want to do some stuff on writing and stuff.
Don't
like
shoot yourself sitting in your chair, James.
No, I have a real nice.
You got a lot to do. You got a lot to. Oh, you mean my bad. Listen, here. This is what we're gonna do, James. We're gonna read this together. By the way, there's some people in the chat that think James is the Zodiac killer. James, do you want to deny that once and for all, or no?
I was too young to be the Zodiac killer. I mean, I was alive at the time. I was only like 13 years old. So, no, that's not me.
That's not too young.
It isn't. I don't think anybody ever. I don't think anybody ever. Yeah, James, I see your glasses. You're not fooling anyone. Hold on a second.
No, I put the glasses on because the picture of the Zodiac killer, the guy has short hair and glasses.
Yeah, everyone, that's James. This is ridiculous. James, don't lie about your age. Hold on a second. I'll show you guys what the evidence. And I'm not saying this is true. I'm not saying this is actually what's going on here. But James, put your glasses back on now, please. All right. If people can compare for themselves, people can decide. That's James. Here's me. This is the Zodiac killer drawing right here. Okay. So
too weak for my chin. I got a stronger jawline. I do have short hair like that, but I also, until recently, I didn't have any lines on my forehead. So, but
why did you kill those people, James? Why did you kill those people? They weren't doing anything, James. James, decode those messages once and for a newspaper. What were they saying? What were those codes? What were those ciphers all about? Police are on to you. Zodiac killer investigators hope to use a genealogy site to crack the case. It's a matter of time. So those of you who want to get your comic book, you better do it quickly. It's a matter of time before the police finally catch up to James Hudnall for his 1969 Southern California series of slayings. Few people actually survived.
Well, I was living in Northern California back then, so I was living in Chico, California.
You could have driven.
Don't act like the automobile wasn't made.
Yeah.
The automobile did exist.
And buggy.
That is correct. All right, let's go back to agenda here. Idiots, when will they learn? The streets aren't some video game playground. Their violence kills innocence. It makes the hood into a place of fear and desperation. It's time someone took them to school. Eat lead, N-word. Duff. You fools are done. Throw down or face the Pharaoh's judgment. All right, so this is great artwork, good writing. I like the character design a lot for the Pharaoh. He is badass. All right, let's look at your...
Interesting. I did a character design like that years ago.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you show it to James?
No, I did it for Kevin Grievous, actually.
Oh, I was going to say, I think Kevin Grievous has a character along the lines of that. Yeah.
All right, so the agenda, this is the featured tier that you want to support. It's $50, Serious Agenda. You want to get this. What is this? What do you get for Serious Agenda?
You get three books, a signed poster, and a sketch by Matt.
The police sketch of the Zodiac killer?
Just an original sketch.
James, I was your first backer. You're going to spare me, right?
Don't kill Critias.
No, I won't do it. Don't worry.
All right.
Are these all signed?
No, but the ones that are signed, I specify that they get signed. The higher level ones, you get signed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to want that before they lock you up.
Yeah. Basic agenda is $10. You're going to get a digital copy and a signed postcard. $20 is a comic, a postcard, and a poster. And of course, there's double agenda. You get 2 of everything. You want a t-shirt? Of course you do. Major agenda. That is 3 signed books and a t-shirt. All right. And global agenda. Get 4 signed copies of #1 and an original color illustration by Matt Coulson of your favorite character, either from Agenda or some other comic. Help us reach like Cyberfrog, for example, James.
Yeah, if you want, sure.
Yeah.
Hey James,
I do. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yes. I was gonna say the chat is pleading to you to please don't go to their house and kill them.
You can.
I don't see the chat. I don't know why that is.
For $150, James will not kill you.
Yeah. Mortal V says double agenda, major agenda. Sounds like EVS breaking his diet. How dare you? How dare you? Okay. So 4 books for global agenda, and supreme agenda is you get an amazing original art piece by Matt for $150. You get an original art piece plus 5 signed copies of number 1 and a poster of another piece.
Dang.
I'm gonna mind that. That seems like a good thing. Supreme agenda 150, 5 signed books and original art. Original art's too cheap. You're selling it too cheap, Harry. You better fix it before people buy it.
Okay.
Yeah. You
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry, James. I know you asked me to overlook that thing, but I've been so freaking busy it slipped my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody gave me. I asked a bunch of people, and nobody gave me any, except for 1 or 2 people who just said it looks great. You know.
Well, until someone backs, you can still change those tiers. But once someone backs, you won't be able to do it. So if you are going to do it, you would want to do it pretty quick.
Yeah, do it quick. $200 for 10 copies and original art. What the hell? This is actually really beautiful original art. 10 copies of agenda. Not only that, 5 will be the cover of cover 1, and then 5 will be the special alternative cover. Plus, you will get a page of original art from the book. And then nuclear agenda, $250. I miss this, James. Why didn't we? Why weren't we around during the Cold War? You know,
We
I mean,
were.
you were. You kind of were. Weren't? No, I mean, but when they were doing atomic testing in the desert, you know, I'm watching like an old video of What's My Line, and you know, the host John Daly. He's like, yeah, you know, this is like 1953. He's like, yeah, I'm going to an atomic test in Nevada this weekend, everyone. So I'll see you. Are you kidding me?
And they didn't know better. They thought it wouldn't be, it wouldn't affect them.
It didn't affect him as far. I mean, he died kind of young, but I don't think there was ever any. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't think it was because of that. But yeah, why couldn't we go? I would love to sit in a metal folding chair, about 4 miles away from Ground Zero, and then just watch them blow up an atomic bomb wearing 3D glasses. I don't know why we can't do that.
And then,
you know,
in the 50s, you could actually see the atomic explosion from Vegas. You could see it in the distance. There's pictures of people in Las Vegas looking at and seeing the mushroom cloud in the distance, because the mushroom cloud goes miles into the atmosphere.
So, of course,
yeah.
Well, should be a right.
T and Crumpet says you missed the threat of impending nuclear war. Yes, I do.
Well, hey, you know, we get to see those SpaceX. Well, you don't over there, but we get to see those in the sky here in Southern California. It's the craziest looking thing. The SpaceX rockets they're testing.
Yeah, the kind of light trail that it leaves.
Yeah,
makes the chemtrails look like a joke.
Yeah.
All right, so this is very good. I'm happy to see all. Oh wait, I didn't see what this is. You get 25 signed books, 3 T-shirts. I mean, this is good for a retailer. With the size of your choice, that'll be XL for me, maybe 2XL, not 3XL, maybe 2XL. 2 posters, great for retailers. If you want to send me a 3XL, I'll wear it as a night shirt. I mean, it's not, you know, it's oversized. But yeah,
it just goes up to 3. They have all the sizes. You know, you can choose your size up to a certain level. I think it only goes to 2X. I think, but
oh, that's fine. That fits just great. That fits great. All right, so let's see. How many of you? Oh, you sold. Is it $60 right now? Guys, we have to get this book funded. Oh, we're up to 230 all of a sudden. We have to get this book funded. It's $8,000 flexible goal. This is our friend James Hudnall. James Hudnall is a very skilled writer. He's not like me. You know, I mean, I don't know how to write nothing, but James does. James is well educated and skilled, and he has actually written things that people like. I haven't. So throw some support behind him here. We got some artwork. That's a pretty cool design. He's got a snake. It says, "Don't tread on me. Don't step on snake." Right over here is Machine Queen. Nice booty on Machine Queen.
I like her.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I like this guy. I like Pharaoh. He looks pretty cool. By the way, these drawings are from 2016, so this has been in the works for quite a while.
Yeah, I actually came up with it 3 years ago when I lost my leg. I was sitting in the hospital for like a month, and I just trying to do something. So I just started writing down these characters, deciding it would be cool to do something like it's a kind of superhero thing I've been wanting to do for a while. And I just kind of work out their backstories and everything. And finally, I decided I wanted to do it. And Matt and I started talking back then, and the story was written when Obama was still president. So a lot of the stuff is, although I'm very careful not to date myself, so I make sure that my stories are not dated. I don't have like President Kennedy show up or something, but so it's set in a world that's exactly like ours, but the president is called President Block in the story. And I don't necessarily say if he's Republican or Democrat. I leave it up to the audience to kind of project themselves onto it, so I'm not trying to be partisan necessarily, although I do have a conservative point of view, but I'm not pushing it on anyone. I'm trying to make his story appeal to everyone. I'm not into like putting people down or.
I am.
Yeah.
But not you. You're not.
I'm an easygoing person. I just, that's what offends me about that whole comicsy thing. I mean, the way they are reacting to it is that they're trying to paint everyone. Like there's a stupid list with our names on it, including my name, and I hadn't done anything in a while. And they put me on this list, and I'm like, I didn't do anything. I mean, it's like.
That's what I'm saying, too. I didn't do nothing. I'm saying I didn't do nothing. Didn't do nothing. I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy.
Everyone.
They try to make you out to be the Antichrist or something.
I don't know why. They also call me a gatekeeper. They say I'm a gatekeeper.
Oh yeah, that's what they try to be. They're trying to be the gatekeepers of the industry, and they all act like they're the one that gets to decide what's good and bad, etc. And yet those people don't know how to create anything. They don't know how to write. Right. They don't know how to draw. They're terrible.
They don't get to be the gatekeepers of the industry.
No,
I do, and that's what we're working on right now. I am going to tell people who gets to do things in the mainstream comic book industry. That's
Well, ultimately, it's about who can make a difference, and who.
No, I'm keeping women out. No women. Let's see. It's going to be just people that I like. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be people that I like. That's why I keep telling Mike S. Miller he's on thin ice. I'm going to gatekeep Mike S. Miller.
I thought I was out.
Oh yeah.
Make up your mind, man.
Okay. All right, you're in. You're back in, but I mean, I'm just telling you, the chat is keeping its eye on you.
Yeah, I hope you learned your lesson.
The chat loves me.
The chat does love you. Yeah, they do. Yeah, people are saying no gatekeeping, then Skybear. By the way, congratulations, James. As of this moment, the chat is supporting you big time. You're at $590.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's great. It's
fantastic. People see your book. They're doing it.
Hey man, all right. More quality stuff from Comicsgate. I'm stoked.
Well, yeah, of course it is. Let me see if we can get it to $600. Can we get it? Let's refresh it and see. No, we didn't. We didn't get it to $600. If you guys have not backed Agenda yet, Agenda with an exclamation point, superheroes with a purpose, tyranny and injustice have new foes. Governments will not approve. Project owner James Hudnall, the booty. Just back it for the booty alone. Machine Queen. John, you have to approve of this design.
100% approved. I want to steal it.
Yeah.
I like the transition of the purple to the silver.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah, actually, that's not the costume that he ended up using. That was an early draft. He's actually
James.
There you go, Malin. Steal it.
Yeah, it's mine now. Thanks.
Thank you
for contributing.
I don't see a C with a circle in it here. I don't see a TM. Yep. So it looks like this is up for grabs, and that's a good thing.
Graveyard Shift book 2.
What would you call her? This name is Machine Queen, suit 1.0.
Oh man.
Her name is Machine Queen, but yeah, that's not her real name, of course.
Yeah. Derek F says, "Don't say I like the transition around Mike S. Miller." I agree. That's don't say that. You'll get yourself into all kinds of trouble. Let's check and see if we're at 600 right now. Did we get there? No, we still didn't get there. All right, we're gonna leave it alone for a little while, guys. Support agenda. The link is in the description. We're gonna go somewhere else now, and we are going to see some crazy British people. James, do you like British people?
I've worked with him my whole career. My very first comic was with David Lloyd. I used to live in England, so I'm pretty familiar with it.
So you're familiar with British people. They're not insane, are they?
It's just people are people. You get all kinds everywhere you go.
Yeah, not all of them are people. Some of them are weird. Now, I love the British. I'm a big Anglophile. I've always been. I subscribe to British music magazines, publications such as Q.
I've lived there twice, actually, but I haven't lived there in a while. I haven't been there in a while, but I lived there back in the late 70s and the early 80s.
Well, okay. Let me introduce you to Michael Landon. You know who Michael Landon is?
I know the actor, but I don't think he's the actor. Because he's dead. But
yeah, he's dead. This is not that Michael Landon. This is Michael Andon. So he's like Kroger brand, Highway to Heaven. Michael Andon. See? Now you say Michael Landon, and people go, "Oh, you're Michael Landon. I loved you in whatchamacallit? Bonanza." No.
Little House.
Not in Little House.
He was in that too.
No, but he didn't love him in Little House.
He had an enormous face. I will say that for Michael Landon.
I have that problem myself. So.
Just a really big face with a lot of hair, a good head of hair.
Yeah, that's 60s, 70s hair.
Yeah, it's Superman in 1992 hair. Remember that?
Yeah,
a little like that.
He was a teenage werewolf.
He was at one point.
Yeah.
Didn't go so well. Anyway, these British people, Michael Landon and Carolyn Landon, have decided to get together and start a YouTube channel. Now, James, as you can see, it's important to get on my YouTube show. People like it on my YouTube show. They want to be on my YouTube show. And all you really have to do is, just catch my attention somehow. But there are a lot of people who want to get on this show to promote their Indiegogo campaign. And I can't bring everybody on. I'm going to bring you on because you're James Hudnall. I want to call everyone John Malin when I say that. But you're James Hudnall. And of course I want you on my channel. But I don't want everybody on my channel. And these people apparently sent me 2 messages, and I didn't respond to them because they were buried amongst 99 other messages. And so they took this to heart, and they decided that I am a communist-style regime that keeps people out. And they have decided to put up daily videos about me. And this is called the Britskrieg. Okay, because they've decided they're going to storm me and punish me for not letting them on my show. I would have let them on maybe the next day, maybe 2 days later. I would have discovered them. Too late. They've already decided to go this route. So we're going to go through and we're going to watch their videos, which are insane, together, and we'll see what they have to say. Today they put up a picture of Gumbo, and they said, "What's the matter, Antonio? Your insider says you've barely touched your 3 dinners." Now that's not nice.
What?
Is that nice?
Hmm.
I hope these people are svelte to make that kind of a joke. Everyone loves Antonio. This is not nice. It's not even good British humor.
You can only say that about Ethan.
Yeah, but you could say that about me.
Yeah, you can say that about
I
Antonio.
had a good lunch today, Mike. You know that?
What'd you have?
I went to a Greek restaurant that I like, and I had 5 pounds. Me and Andrea split 5 pounds of langoustines, which are basically.
You've been here before. I remember you talking about.
Yeah, we did that again today. Langoustines, and by the way, they apologized. Mr. Van Sciver, we only have 4.4 pounds of langoustines, and I slammed my fist on the table, boom, and the knife flipped off. I said, "Go catch some more.
To the ocean with you.
Yeah, they came back. They came back with my 5 pounds of langoustines, and Andrew and I ate those. And then I had some nice lobster linguine. I mean, what they do is these Greeks, they put cinnamon and nutmeg in their tomato sauce, and it is it's really good. It's really, really good. Gojirify for $5 says, "Damn, I was going to go to bed, but I can't miss the Britskrieg." No, this is everyone knows to watch the Britskrieg at this point. So that was my lunch today, but there was only one lunch. They're saying that Antonio eats 3 dinners. I promise you that's not true.
So
All
they're
right.
saying he's a hobbit.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because they just eat all the time. They're little. But the hobbits eat all the time. So James, we're gonna listen to this video together, and we're gonna listen to these people demonize me as though I deserve to be demonized, when I am nothing but a human sunbeam. Benevolence, pure and bright.
Ooh, you see John Malin's note?
What did you know?
Agenda broke 1K.
Oh,
How about that?
Oh, cool.
Hallelujah.
All right, let me take a look at that real quick here. Screen share. I'm supposed to be screen sharing anyway. I kind of goofed. All right, let's see. Agenda. Let's watch it go from $5.90 to $1,005.
Oh, that's nice.
There it
The
is.
power of Comics Pro Secrets.
The power of comics, of Comicsgate Live. All right, so here it is. Here's the what's the matter, Antonio? Our insider says you've barely touched your 3 dinners. And let's go ahead and have a listen to this filth and pornography.
Good afternoon or evening. How are you all doing? This is Caroline Anden, co-creator of Mortal Worlds. My other creator, Mike, the artist, isn't here at the moment. Hopefully he'll be back. He will be doing a video later. I decided to do one on my own because so-called comic skater Antonio took exception to us exercising our free speech rights and, without trashing anybody's work, ask whether, is America a free market economy, or is it beginning to embrace communist and protectionist principles in terms of Comicsgate and Ethan Van Sciver's gatekeeping behaviour? Anyway, he made his video and I had a look at it this morning. It's actually half an hour long. When you condense it down, though, I think it's probably...
Jared Lastly says she sounds like Lady Elaine from Mr. Rogers. Do you remember that? When they'd go in the trolley to...
Yeah.
Hey, dude, that gumbo looks so freaking good. I'm hungry.
It does look good. That's not the kind of gumbo that that Antonio was making. It isn't. He was doing a lot of chicken. He's making chicken gumbo, which it looked good. It looked good. All right, let's keep listening now. She's angry at Antonio.
5 minutes of relevant stuff, 20 minutes of vituperation and swearing, and the rest of it's just filler bigging himself up really in his own comic. Yeah. I used to think that he was a nice regular guy, Antonio, just making his way, doing his thing, getting his book done.
He's not. And if you listen to Sexy Party, Antonio was not a regular guy.
I've heard about that place. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and avoid it just because of the name.
Yeah, I can't do that. I love Antonio. I really do, but I can't do the Sexy Party with Antonio. It's just not.
That sounds so funny when you say it out loud.
Well,
just things I don't want to know about other people.
Yeah. Some of it's like, you know what? Like, I'm going to go ahead and mind my own business. You don't have to tell me to mind my own business. I'm going to mind my own business. James, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Pristine Texas says Antonio is a sexual freak. That's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of knowledge I'm looking to avoid. All right, let's Sashi says, come join us on Sexy Party, Ethan. Now Sashi's another perpetrator of Sexy Party. I can't. Sashi, I can't. I love you both. I can't do it. I can't. All right, so Sashi, we're gonna go forward, and by the way, Antonio's already listened to this. He sent me the link without comment. He didn't comment on it. He just sent it to me. And the fact that he didn't comment on it, like, this is bullshit, means that, I don't know, like, maybe it got to him. Maybe it hurt his feelings. Let's find out.
But he kind of showed his true colors today or yesterday. Or
Antonio was black, so saying Antonio showed his true colors today could be conceivably construed as racist. That's my opinion. You know, Blasted he says, EVS, you can't have any pudding until you eat your meat. Thank you, Blasted Heath. That is correct. Thank you for $5. All right.
Whenever he made this video, apparently he was listening to my video and my voice was perfect to help him nap. Great. I so hope you had a soothing nap, Antonio, because hopefully after listening to you today, my soothing voice can help you sleep and you might get enough REM sleep so that in future you can order and express your thoughts to help you actually behave like the writer you claim to be, as opposed to half your video being taken up with swearing and ad hominems.
That was a long way to go for a camel, honestly. I thought she was going to say, I'm glad that you got a nice long nap so you can wake up and stop being such a grumpy asshole. Like, that would have been a better comeback, but she went a long way around to, like, insulting his writing or something like that. And by the way, Antonio is a very pleasant human being. Nobody would call him grumpy. Nobody would. Well, I guess, you know, maybe I would.
Ooh, what's his last name?
Bryce. Antonio Bryce. And he does a comic book called Brand, which so far, because of his association with Comicsgate, his endless promotional, and his lovable personality, his own YouTube channel, has raised somewhere close to $50,000. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's where we need to get you. We look not at the Zodiac Killer, not at the Zodiac Killer. We look at Agenda, Superheroes with a Purpose, and we see that you have now raised $1,105. So,
yep, excellent,
absolutely terrific,
awesome.
The guys, keep backing Agenda, please. We're at 13% of our goal. We need to get to $8,000. So while we listen to this very strange person make fun of Antonio Bryce, make sure that you back and support and order your copy of Agenda or your copies of Agenda. Maybe you want multiple.
And like this video, and if you can share the Agenda link out in your social media too, that would be fantastic.
Oh yeah. I'm going to do that right now. By the way, I never do that. I'm going to invite people here. You know,
it's easy. It's an easy address. It's igg.me/@/agenda. That's the address.
Yeah. All right. So let's go back to this.
I'm putting the link in the chat too. So.
Thank you.
Oh, good. Keep doing that. All right, here we go.
Do something with this wrench, right?
You know, he also opened the video with an appalling attempt at a British accent, and I do mean appalling. He also called the campaign Mortal Wounds. I don't know if it's just that he can't read.
Their campaign is called Mortal Words. He called it Mortal Wounds. Antonio! I wouldn't have thought of that. It's funny. How can you not? That was good. That was clever, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Or more likely that he just decided he'd be kind of insulting right from the word go.
Yes.
I'll spare you with trying to do his American accent. I don't think I could do that. I mean, he's clear. He after saying that I sent him to sleep, he went on to say how entertaining he's had to learn to be. You know, he said about a friend, Anna, helping him out with his first campaign because he was babbling. Now, having listened to that video, I think Antonio needs to hit her up for some more advice. You know, he kind of gave 2 or 3 little tiny nuggets of niceness. He talked about his first campaign garnering $950, second $18.95, I think it was. And then tells about his third is now currently on 48,824. And said, as I say, said he's going to use a big hug over the pond.
Yeah, I think he made the when he took Brand to Kickstarter, he made $90-something, like $95, $98. And then he brought it here to us, you know, and this is the thing. I mean, we always say it's like Comicsgate will, if you can just get yourself, you can promote yourself properly through Comicsgate, you know, on these various channels, build up your own channel, build up your own identity, your own platform on YouTube, on Twitter, you're going to do well. You're going to back your book is going to do fine. And Antonio certainly did. I mean, he's nearly at $50,000. And by the way, Antonio isn't a professional. He's not James Hudnall. He's not John Malin. He's not Mike S. Miller. He's not Ethan Van Sciver. He's a guy who's decided he wants to break into comics because it's his dream. $50,000 on his first issue. Yeah.
And keep in mind that is because Kanan is on a lot of shows too. So it's a good idea to get Matt hustling this up too.
Yeah, we need to get the artist here, James.
Yeah, I sent the link, but he's having some trouble.
Yeah, I think he doesn't have a cam, but I can get him one. And
doesn't need a cam.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I think he's got a mic though. So, but I got an extra mic I can give him. So I'll get him on definitely because I want to on my show too.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep going here.
Thanks for that, Antonio. Thanks for that little nugget of niceness. Anyway, talking about accents and entertainment, I've got to be really honest, and this is opinion. This is my observation expressing my opinion. That half an hour of listening to you basically felt like hearing a cat continually scratching its claws up and down one of those old-fashioned chalkboards. Your voice and staccato delivery is absolutely eardrum rupturing.
Wow.
And your diction, the style of enunciation and clarity in speaking, pretty non-existent.
Yeah.
You know, and of course you keep mentioning the same point over and over again. More of that later. Anyway, in terms of learning to be entertaining, let's just go there. You said you mostly do football podcasts and some party thing. I can't exactly remember what it was. Don't beat yourself down though, Antonio. You go on Ethan's live streams where you pretty much laugh. You say the odd thing, but you laugh and kind of just go along.
Right. That's all I want him to do. It's his job. He's my Ed McMahon.
That's right. Mm-hmm. You are correct, sir.
Yeah, I mean, he comes in, he's good, but he laughs and he's fun and pleasant. I ask him questions, he answers, he's got witty retorts. Yeah.
Beautiful singing voice.
He's got a good singing voice, a really good singing voice. I would, I don't know. I would say Antonio is perfect as a co-host for my show. He's perfect. He's the best I've had. Gojirify says, I'm doing a comic about a couple of gold-digging Brits called Nugget of Niceness. I like that. Nugget of Niceness she brought up. All right, let's keep listening here. She's going to go after Sashi next. Says, how's your father? Sashi, are you prepared for this icy cold diss stream? I mean, this is, Sashi says it's called being a co-host. No kidding. He's really good at it. He fills in the blanks and he's funny, he's pleasant. That's what you're supposed to do. All right, here we go.
You also filmed yourself at least once, for 15 minutes ostensibly in your kitchen making rice.
Yeah.
Now, my state-of-the-art phone camera may have failed and yours may simultaneously have had a bit of a glitch, but it also looked like you spent 15 minutes staring a pot of what looked like the contents of a can of terminally ill donkey sick.
Oh my God.
Before going on to whatever it was. Now, maybe it is a US entertainment thing. I really like US entertainment and humor. But that one kind of went completely over my head. So yeah, I'm really willing to take feedback about how to be entertaining, how to make my voice more entertaining. I've only been doing this 2 weeks, but after listening to you, don't think you're the person to do it.
She just sucked her teeth. I got to do that. After you, don't think you're the person to do it. Well, she didn't like, she called his cooking terminally ill donkey sick. Which isn't nice.
Well, nice. She's at her most entertaining when she's drunk and doing the Ethan Van Sciver.
I love that. Why am I so afraid? Yeah,
she's very calm now.
Is this calm? Is it? I mean, no, she's getting good. I mean, listen, she's got a flow going, so to speak. She's gonna get in here. She's gonna talk about Antonio. She's gonna diss on Antonio. I think she basically said everything she has to say about me in the last 4 videos. So she's coming after each one of you now. How's Your Father says eternally BTFO'd. I totally agree. She really destroyed Antonio. Darth Bobcat says these people just keep digging themselves deeper. Well, I don't know. I'm entertained by them.
Yeah, it's fresh material for their channel. It's we may have to encourage it.
I do encourage it, and I encourage them to go after each one of you guys. I want a John Malin video. Oh my God! Well, we kind of did get a John Malin video.
Yeah, they already got me.
Go after John Moore. I like it. Don't go after Mike S. Miller though. Nobody's allowed to beat up on Mike S. Miller.
Honestly,
I won't have it.
I still don't know who these people are.
You don't. You're not following the story, Mike? I mean,
no, I am. I just
okay.
Other than here, I have no.
No, nobody knows who they are other than here.
Yeah.
No, I mean nobody.
Some British lady who likes to talk crap about everybody here.
Kaz5166 says leave Mitch alone. That is also correct. Do not. Yeah. But I don't think anybody ever would. I don't think anyone would ever go after Mitch. Timothy Best says Mike is a roast master.
1,300.
We're at 1,300 for agenda. Magnificent. Let's look at that real quick. We like to see that happen. $1,306. I want to see, did you sell any of these original art pages? Because that's crazy. These are so cheap. Well, yeah, somebody bought one of the Atomic Agenda packages. No kidding. Supreme Agenda is sold out. Somebody just backed that. Of course. This is it, guys. You want the original art. It's like silly. You could buy for $150. You get a page of original art from John. What's his name?
Matt Cusson.
Matt Cusson.
And his brother is doing the coloring. His brother is really good too, Mikey Cusson. Does really great coloring.
Dark Lord TM says, make Mike cry tears of soy. You can't. Everyone is calling him Mike. Do I know you, Miller? I like that a lot. That is great. Graveyard Shift, of course. John Malin is at $101,837.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
Let's get that to 102. I'd like to see that flip. Detective Dead. Let me refresh this. Detective Dead by Critias is also $25,780.
Yeah, it went up some today. Really nice.
Oh, nice. Keep selling those copies. We got to get Mike to 99. Lone Star Heart of the Hero. Everyone loves Mike today. He did sell a couple of copies. $98,767.
Mike, I based my. I looked at your site, your page, and I based a lot of it on yours and what you were doing.
Thank you, because I'm clearly the most successful.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's another reason.
Yeah. All right. People are asking what Mortal Worlds is doing right now. Mortal Worlds Indiegogo. This better not be porn. I don't. All right. Here it is. Right here. $835. They've been at it for a week. No, actually, they've been at it for longer. They started their campaign a month ago. This is month 2 of Mortal Worlds.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's a shame. It's not bad. I don't care. Like it's not bad. It's not good. It's just kind of it's all right. But I definitely would have supported them. I definitely would have backed them. I wouldn't have backed them. I mean, I would have brought them on, and we could have had them on. I would have critiqued their artwork for them. October 3rd. Thank you to everyone who's pledged so far. We got a backer withdrawing, so we've gone from 570 to 535. I don't know why you would say that. But now, congrats, you're at 835. So that's Mortal Worlds. That's the comic that this woman is promoting here. If you want to promote it, feel free. I don't want to. I don't know. Do I want to say that, or do I not care?
You don't care.
I don't really care. If you want to, go ahead. It was at 950 yesterday. Somebody is saying, and now it's at 835. So. I don't know. Is this gonna whip around and fix itself or no? Don't know. Darth Bobcat says Mortal Worlds. I'm gonna say Mortal Wounds was just shy of 1,000 2 days ago. Whoops. All right, let's keep. Well, that's what you get. I mean, don't mess with Antonio. Everyone loves Antonio.
Yeah.
The thing about Comicsgate is everyone loves John Malin. You diss John Malin for just criticizing your book. John Malin criticized Blood Honey. He tore it to pieces.
You're right.
He kicked. That's what people are telling me. I haven't listened to it yet, but it doesn't matter. He's John Malin. He has every right to do that. And then of course, he tried to help you, and this is the reaction he gets. He started this. This is you know what I'm going to say. All right, let's listen.
Anyway, the reason that Antonio made this video, I think he took exception to the video about Ethan as above.
Yeah.
But he said, my name was brought up a couple of times and I don't like the work, I assume Mortal Worlds. So we're having a conversation. Before that, I'll just remind you, Mortal Worlds is currently funding on Indiegogo. Our channel is 0x. Please have a look. If you think it's worth funding, then please help. That would be great. We do want to fund the book, but what we've learned and are learning about this so-called alternative to the big two, this is even worth it if it doesn't make its goal, because this is a whole new debate. Anyway, Antonio decided he doesn't like the work and his name was brought up, so we'd have a conversation. Now let's clear up a few things. This isn't a conversation, Antonio. The conversation's where a talk takes place, usually informally, sometimes in business, between two or more people in which views, news, and ideas are exchanged.
I have to say something. She's getting much better at this. She sounded absolutely insane 2 days ago. I'm actually kind of like, oh, what are you going to say here? She's able. The gift of gab is a tough thing, James.
Yeah, it's a learned experience, but the Brits are pretty good usually at. They're very eloquent. They're trained to speak the language well, but a lot of them get drunk, and of course that goes south. But oh well.
Yeah.
Hey, Ethan, I just noticed the title on there: "Pilot Fish Sent by EVS to Attack Whaling Boat." Are they saying you're a whale?
I don't know. I looked at that for a long time and I don't know what a pilot fish is.
Well, I looked it up. A pilot fish, they eat parasites on larger fish.
Yeah, they usually go around sharks and whales.
Oh, the little sucker fish dudes?
I think they just hang around. I don't think they're sucker fish. I think they just hang around.
They just eat like the scraps that come out of their, the bigger fish's mouth.
Yeah, they eat the leftovers.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. Attack whaling boat. He's attacking them.
They're the whaling boat, and they're hunting whale. They're hunting.
They're
whale.
hunting me.
Yeah, that's you.
Oh, I got it. That's a roundabout insult.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, feel free. Listen, they can suck my Moby Dick.
Whoa.
All right, let's keep going with this.
An observation is the action or process of carefully watching someone or something. A comment is a verbal or written remark expressing an opinion or reaction to something they've observed or seen. And a rant is where someone speaks or shouts at length in an angry way, basically a tirade. Now, just to clarify the bringing up, I think your name was brought up by me in my video. From my observation from listening to an Ethan Van Sciver live stream, where you were supposed to be the co-host and there was 2 minutes of dead air time when he went off air, and I commented in my video that you didn't seem to be able to fill the silence. Now, some of his commentators said the same. I remember one person kind of questioning you as a wingman. That was an observation. It didn't trash you as a person, and it didn't trash your work. Mike, I think, may have mentioned you as part of one of the people who didn't respond to him. That's it, Antonio. And then you brought up some tweet conversations today that we had. You displayed them on your screen, none of which you could say insulted your work. Now, it's me that you had the problem with. And yet, apart from saying, oh, I think you're a nice guy, you basically chose to absolutely eviscerate Mike's work, despite him not having insulted you, not having dumped or trashed on your work. As a noun, insult means rude word or actions. I assume you know what a noun is, as you say you're a comic writer.
Wow, she's calling him uneducated.
Anyway, so you went through the tweets, and yes, there was some tweets. I think he asked, could you go on his live stream?
Yeah.
And you had some communication. You said you liked his story, and I think you questioned that. If Mike said he liked your story, Antonio, then he liked your story. He's a pretty straight up guy, and I think even you grudgingly admitted at one point that you're sure he's a nice guy. I think another little nugget of niceness that you inserted in there was, I don't want to shit on anyone's dreams, and I think this is your dream. Okay, let's just see.
No, she's reading. She's like, okay, let me just see. She's going through her notes again.
She's not letting that 2 minutes of silence go.
Yeah, well, I agree with her about that. And listen, Antonio, when I say, Antonio, Antonio, I got to go for 2 minutes to go do something real quick. You have to talk you can't just sit there and wait for me. You're not in the audience, Antonio. You're on the show. And if I do, and it's not very often that happens.
Yeah,
I might be live and there might be a crisis upstairs that I have to go attend to. Or I might just want to get a beer out of the fridge, but you have to be ready to.
Show, so you might have to hit the prepper.
Could happen. In which case you can't just sit there and go. So she's right about that. I didn't hear it. I don't listen. I don't listen to my own live streams afterwards. But I didn't listen to what you said. But if you were dead quiet, I mean that sucks.
Yeah, she's really giving a master class on live streams, and she's getting good at them too.
Yeah, in all seriousness, I mean, she's kicking some ass here.
Hey, Ethan, in the chat, I sent you Matt's Gmail. If you can, because I can't invite people through here, and for some reason the link isn't working when I send it to him on email or on.
Are you in communication with him right now?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Dr. Fantastic says Ethan is power tripping.
Oh, there he is.
Huh?
I'm here.
There he is. It worked.
Oh, he did come in?
I can't believe it.
Matt Cosson.
I think I figured technology out finally.
Matt Cosson, is it?
Yes. Good. Yeah, you pronounce it right on the dot.
Well, I just imitated Mike, so I was just checking to make sure. At first I said Cosin.
Wait. You have to let John try.
Cousins.
Yeah. John, you want to try it?
Oh, what? His last name?
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
Cossin.
Cossins.
Yeah, without
Just
the S, though. But yeah,
Just
Cossin.
single.
13-17 so far.
Matt Cosson, I want to introduce
Hey,
myself
James.
to you. My name is Ethan Van Sciver. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets Comicsgate Live. Do you know what Comicsgate is?
Thanks. Yes, I do. I've heard a little bit about it on the interwebs.
What have you heard?
The usual.
Oh shit.
Good, bad, all the usual back and forth.
Well, this is the danger zone. Just FYI.
Yeah, you are in the heart of Comicsgate right now. Like, if this were World War II, you would be in Hitler's bunker right now. I mean, that's where you are.
You're gonna get that tomorrow, Ethan. You're gonna get it tomorrow.
I hope so. Well, at least that's what these people, these weirdos, these NPC SJWs would say. They would say, oh my God. Yeah. So you have to just be prepared. All right. This is but welcome. These people, these wackadoos, these Looney Tunes, they all think that this is a hate group. It's stupid. We love everyone. Even Mike loves everyone, he alleges. And I certainly do.
Matt knows I love everyone, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Matt?
Good to me.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we met at conventions and such. So.
Right. So anyway, we are fighting for the right to be able to produce our own little comic books, and we don't want to get too political here, but unfortunately, we do end up having to get political in self-defense. As these monsters, these weirdos, these blue-haired land whales, these little soy boys. They all look the same, Matt. I hope you don't look like this. I a photograph of what
No.
soy boys look like, or no, a drawing of what soy boys look like, and they all look exactly the same. That's why they're called NPCs. They just roll off of a factory line. They are pre-programmed with all of the things that they say and do, and we just don't need them. They're not necessary to the plot. You know, we're the PCs. We are the player characters that are out there doing stuff. And so, welcome. Anyway, this is a long way of saying welcome to Comicsgate. We're happy to have you here. I want to introduce you to the crowd who is supporting you right now, big time.
Oh, great. Yeah, hey everyone. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. I know how it is out there on the internet. I know it's pretty ugly, and
they
I try
are
to keep
ugly.
it civil.
Yeah.
Hey,
Matt. On my end. Hey, James. How's it going?
Good.
Good to see you.
Hey, you know, Art and I were talking about getting a Southern California Comicsgate. Yeah, I don't know, like a dinner or something for fans and creators.
A date.
Great.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
So you want to bring James?
James, yeah, he's here too.
He might follow one of the fans home.
Oh, that's right.
Margaret Miracle says he's so cute. Everyone thinks you're dreaming. Everyone thinks you're dreaming.
Oh, well, thanks.
No, not you, John.
Oh.
Mr. Cossin.
Matt's
Mr.
married.
Cossin. Yeah, Matt is married. I'm sorry, everyone.
Well, not yet, but I am seeing someone.
Who was that you brought to Alpha Omega?
I'm in a relationship. That's my girlfriend, Becky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
My apologies. He's
no.
single, ladies. No,
Hey.
Congrats on your engagement.
Put a ring on it.
So those of you who that think Matt is adorable, by the way, most of the chat is saying gay right now. They're saying this whole conversation is gay. It isn't gay. It isn't gay. They're talking to girls.
Like,
who are saying he's cute.
Is my brother on here? Is that him?
You want to support Agenda, superheroes with a purpose. The link is in the chat. The link is also in the description below the video. Pick up a copy. $1,367. We are 17% of our goal of $8,000. And Matt, we just want to thank you for this booty shot. Really good design here. John is impressed with you.
Yeah, I'm stealing it since there's no copyright on it, and you guys are tossing with it. It's going to be a great version book too.
Thanks.
Yeah, Mike was highly critical of it, but we liked it. We thought it was really good. Mike said some really bad things about it, and I was just like, he's not here to defend himself. Not at all. All right, drink for the fine booty. Yeah. So guys, support Agenda. Link is in the description, and we are going to go back to this woman who is dissing the icy cold European diss of Channel 0X. All right, and we'll see what they have to say. We're going to get through all their videos. We're halfway through this one. I know it's treacherous, but let's go.
Having a quick look back through this. I can't bear listening to it again, but yeah, so then you went on to, I don't know, you got the work up, we started talking about mortal wounds, and you called Mike a dumbass. Then you further denigrated the work.
I've never heard a British person say dumbass. That was great.
What was that?
It sounded like my stomach was growling.
Guys, you got to be careful with the bodily sounds right into the microphone.
Sorry about that.
Who can do a British accent here?
I believe I can.
Can you say dumbass?
Dumbass?
Nope.
You're such a dumbass, Etienne.
Nope.
Etienne? Etienne?
You guys, neither of you got it right.
No, I can't do it.
Let me try it again. Ready? I'm going to press play. She's going to say it. Let's go.
And you called Mike a dumbass. Then
you want to try again?
A dumbass?
Dumbass. OSS. Dumbass.
Dumbass.
All right, let's go.
integrated the work he'd already wrongly named, or Antonio had wrongly named, as festering wounds. Well, I suppose at least festering's a descriptive word.
I can't believe
And
Antonio went this hard against them.
Used, I didn't like this story. To put your ass on, brackets, my live stream, wasn't to my taste. Shit like that don't really do it for me, ... We haven't shit on your work.
Oof.
Now, I think the word you'd have to say now is hadn't, isn't it, Antonio? I'm not going to beg people to buy your book. It's not for me. I don't think Mike asked anyone, begged anyone. He did what everybody else has done and said, hey, guys, can I have the chance to come on your live stream and talk? That wasn't just you. He reached out to all the so-called leading comic skaters who've been doing this to other people. Then you go on to say, hey, genius, you didn't even link to your own Indiegogo. Now, I'd have expected the Comic Skates community to say something like, hey, guy, I know you're new to this. You've only been doing it for a month. You know, don't forget to put your link into your Indiegogo. Really important.
Yeah, it is important.
Anyway, that was you. And then you start scrolling down the page. You talk about the black and white, which shit ton of preview work. This doesn't really appeal. You don't put half the goddamn book up. Trim this shit. People may come to your shit and find it appealing. It is what it is. I got a headache looking at it. Interestingly, he went past all the coloured work without saying anything at all.
She said colored.
Anyway, that's paraphrasing. He repeated.
Wait, what?
She said colored. She's racist.
She did? Oh. Yeah. She's very. Listen, everyone is saying, yeah, she is on point today. She's doing great, but you know, she's cursing an awful lot. She's very angry. Koropoka says she's got waspies. She's got her waspies in a bunch. Yeah. Dr. Fantastic puts heart. I like it when she's dirty. Yeah. Mark Wade says support these poor Brits, you prolapses. Yeah, we're trying to support them. Sachi says he said they posted too many images, which they did. Yeah, looking at there was a lot. I kept going and seeing a lot of pages. But that's not a big deal. That's generous. You know, I don't know if you need to be hypercritical of their campaign itself. Their campaign's just fine. It's just their attitude.
They would have done better if their artwork was as good as Matt Cosson's, though.
Well, yes. Matt Cosson, by the way, artist of Agenda, Superheroes with a Purpose, is sitting here right now with James Hudnall. These are new guests of our show. They are doing just great. $1,367 their first day. When did this start? This started just today?
Yes, it started a couple hours ago, dude.
Phenomenal.
Really, like, it must be 2 hours now since I started it.
Yeah. Wow. You're doing great. You know, I compare this with Mortal Worlds that's been going on. I mean, $1,367 for the first 2 hours of a campaign is really good. Now, if this were month 2 and you were at $835, I'd be concerned. It isn't. It's only hour 2, and you are at $1,367. And you know, I think a large part of that, $1,387. I think a large part of that is the fact that you aren't insulting your customer base.
No, why would I? I'm not that kind of person. I'm pretty chill. That's what I don't get is, you know, like a lot of people I know are very cool, but you know, it's like they have it out for us just because we don't agree with them or something. I mean, when I say they, I mean the the NPCs, but the comic NPCs. Okay, because we don't care. In fact, you know, my common expression is I don't know who those people are and I don't care. You know,
he's just like me.
Right. Matt, would you like to insult your customers by any chance?
I'm not salty enough right now. It's a little late, so
you just have to channel Mark Wade.
Yeah, the whole point is don't insult your customers.
No, I'm actually pretty good about that. I don't insult people. Even on Facebook or whatever social media, I never call names. Even if someone is berating me, I try not to call names back.
I do. I do my best. I actually put a little thought and effort into calling people names on Twitter when they deserve it. Not not just normal people know, but I mean there's some people who deserve a little bit of attention, a little bit of energy. But I mean those people are not my customers. I mean if you say I'm a fan of Cyberfrog, I'm excited about backing Cyberfrog and Rainbow Brood, you get the best of my love. You get the best of my love. Whoa. You get the best of my love. How's it go from there?
Matt and James almost have like the same kind of speech pattern. It's kind of hard to tell them apart. Are you guys related?
No.
Okay.
Where did you find James Hudnall, Matt? What dive bar did you find James?
It's funny. I actually met him at a gallery. It was an art gallery in the studio
Shooting
in San Diego.
Oh, an art gallery.
Yeah, no, not a shooting gallery. No, yeah.
Studio over in Normal Heights. He had a studio over there, and they had a little get together over there. It was, and Matt showed up for that. That's when we met him the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were both kind of avoiding the crowd, and I saw the art studio at the desk. I just went in there, kind of look around. I like seeing artist workspace, and James is in there. He had like a little hors d'oeuvre or something, just snacking on that, and then we just started talking about the studio, comics, and then I found out he works he did some work for Humanoids Publishing, and I did a little bit of work for them too in the past, and it started from there.
Has James ever hit you?
No. with the car or just no.
No.
You don't have to be afraid of him anymore, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stand down.
But isn't an art gallery a go-to place for serial killers?
What was that?
Isn't an art gallery a go-to place for serial killers?
Yes. When James sends you an email, is it in a coded cipher?
I don't think Matt knows this gag. May need to refresh that gag on Matt.
Matt, a few people have alleged that James Hudnall is probably the Zodiac killer. There is ample evidence to suggest that he is the Zodiac killer, and I haven't made up my mind yet. Personally, I'm not here to say that he is or he isn't, but look at him, and then
I was leaning towards Q. I wasn't sure.
No, this is him. He's obviously, if you look at him now.
I meant QAnon.
QAnon. No, not QAnon. The Zodiac killer. And listen, it's been a while since it's been a while since he's committed any crimes. But it's pretty obvious where he was. I mean, he lived in California when the killings were taking place. He has never denied that. So I'm not, again, I don't want to say yes or no. I don't want to suggest that he is or is not the killer of all of those people. Why did you kill rumors? I understand why you stabbed the couple on the beach, James. I understand. But
well, that's basic serial killer rule.
Yeah.
Find a couple, they got to go.
But why the cab driver? And then why did you take a scrap of his clothing?
It's all you have to decode my notes before you can find out.
He's not going to incriminate himself, Ethan. Gotten away with this for like 50 years.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to. I thought I could kind of, agitate him until he admitted it, but
it's like Nasser 35 years later.
Yeah. Some people are saying Matt is the Green River Killer. I don't know about that.
Is the what?
The Green River Killer. I don't know if he's the. I don't think he is.
Yeah, I've never heard of that guy. So.
You never heard of the Green River Killer? I don't
assume his gender. I mean, it could be a woman.
No, it's
that's what the Green River Killer would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now, in spite of this, why not back Agenda Superheroes with a Purpose as it climbs upward? $1,457.
Oh, nice. Thanks, everyone.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Great job. People would like to take your glasses for prints. They need some DNA. They need a DNA sample as well.
That's what I was
sure
saying.
that if you're
he should avoid 23andMe.
If you're innocent, you won't mind peeing into this cup. That's all people are saying. All right.
Let's rub this Q-tip in your
Heard
cheek.
that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone's saying, Matt, no, don't do it. Now, why? What's he got to be afraid of? He's not the Green River Killer. Are you? No. Okay, here we go.
In this group,
parents of the same kind of obnoxious stuff, peppered with other swear words I won't use because they would invite parental guidance.
She's good.
Now, you then boasted about your video getting 1,000 views. Oh, I'm sure the gatekeeper will mobilise his minions to make sure that you get the 1,000+ views you boast about.
Everyone, make sure that Antonio gets 1,000+ views today. I need to mobilize you to all sit through Antonio's videos, whether you want to or not. He needs to have that number needs to say 1,000 views.
What's his URL for? I mean, his channel's address.
It is Ikari Press. IKARI Press. Very important. Very important.
Put it on, mute it, let it run.
Right. Sashi demands that we keep it PG. That's right. Do not invite parental guidance by using filthy, dirty words. All right, let's keep going.
Just subscribe to his channel.
Antonio. Well, not physically, because I only go about 115 pounds.
115 pounds. She finally described herself. By the way, she described herself in terms of pounds and not stone.
Money.
Oh, she means money.
Yeah.
115
pounds.
Like, okay, their currency.
Yeah.
I thought she was talking about what she weighs, and I was like, she's a real, like, if that's true, she is very Americanized. She really admires Americans. It's hard. They say stone. They don't say pounds.
Yeah.
But if she was 115 pounds, she's a very petite woman. Suddenly we're more intrigued. Let's keep going.
Not like or agree with what Mike says on his videos, but I don't think anyone intelligent, rational, or balanced.
Yeah. Oh.
would call him a dumbass.
Emphysema.
And then Antonio, he talks about repeatedly trying to get Ethan's attention. I may be wrong, and I don't want to say anything inaccurate over the web about you. So apologies if this report and intelligence is inaccurate. But several sources say that the way you got your attention, you got Ethan's attention, was you live streamed yourself eating a plate of food while watching his show.
Yes.
And somehow that magically got him to see how great your work was
and
start promoting you. Unusual reaction from a so-called 25-year veteran of the comic book industry, and an unusual technique used by you. I'll give you both that.
Well, wait a second. Are you denying that I'm a 25-year veteran of the comic book industry? Do I need to prove that to you? I mean, I am. I started in 1993, and here I am in 2018.
I can vouch for you, Ethan. I can vouch for you.
Yeah, Mike was there. He saw me through most of that. 25-year veteran. Now, listen, a good way to get my attention is food. People have called me an enthusiast of food.
An enthusiast.
Good way to put it.
I would say that I become enthusiastic about the idea of food. Yeah. Sashi says, "What's wrong with the way Antonio got Ethan's attention?" Yeah, he didn't even mean to get my attention that way. He just did. She didn't get my attention yet. Well, now she's got my attention. I'm thoroughly attending to this woman, and I hope she answers my email.
Did she think that she was going to get your and Antonio's attention by putting food as the thumbnail on here?
Well, she did. I don't know. New Orleans gumbo. Fat Joe, 3 dinners. You just need 1 dinner. Why wouldn't you have 1 dinner that's like 3 times the size? That's 1 dinner. It's 3 dinners rolled into 1 dinner. John, I got to take you out to dinner.
Okay.
We'd have a good time. I think you like to eat too.
Yeah, I like to eat.
All right.
Oh.
Did you hear that infinite echo? I don't know what that was.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to
set the iPad up so you could see the
kick Mike.
links
Well,
cover.
don't do it. Don't do that. All right, let's go. Long pause.
And again, we had not putting Mike's ass on your live stream because it wasn't to his taste. Now, the thing is, Antonio, you had pleasant communication with Mike. That's the word you used, pleasant. Now, this may be a British thing, but when you've had communication with someone, it takes like 2 seconds to say, no, I've had a think, no thanks, it's not for me, good luck with it, all the best. Maybe that's a Brit thing. But Antonio, to use his words, just delete that shit out. Paraphrasing his incredibly busy inbox. Anyway, the video that he rousted himself out of his bed, I gather, because he felt so strongly that he had to respond. He says Ethan retweeted the video.
Yeah.
Nice, double exclamation mark. Ethan will know exactly what that means if he hears it.
I don't know what that means.
To talk about this is frustration. This is not an Ethan problem. It's a you problem. Again, he tries to stop his tirade, I think, and says, I don't want to shit on anyone's dreams, and then goes, maybe this video, meaning his, will save your campaign. And he talks about, if you think it's worth it, put your hand in your pocket. And I think there's a little bit of that. And then right at the end, he suddenly says, oh, it's Mortal World. Shit, I got the name wrong, and laughs it up in that bluntly
he's probably sincere.
I've realised he's got. I used to think he was likeable, but I've realised this was a smug ass who can behave.
I think it was a legitimate mistake.
That's your behaviour. I'm separating the behaviour from you as a person.
Yeah.
I've learned a good deal about how you operate from this video.
Oh,
I don't think you're that stupid. I think you got the name wrong all the way through on purpose, but I don't know you well enough to say this is how you generally behave. I just suspect it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, really important. You know damn well, to use your phrase, we haven't trashed on anyone's work. I'm beginning to think that's what the gatekeeper would actually like us to do.
Yes.
Call him out on the work that he has promoted and compare it to ours.
No.
And I think you lack it up to try and rile us to do that, didn't you, Antonio? Failed, Antonio. Antonio failed.
There's a lot of Machiavellian scheming going on that people are imagining. Everyone, here's what I'd like you to do. I want you to rile this British woman up so much that she attacks our comic books and compares them to her own. Yes. Get it done now. Crazy.
I want Caroline to roast Mike's office.
Oh my God. Yeah, I want her to. I can't wait until all of you get one of these videos. I'm so happy that this video. Well, first of all, Antonio is the nicest guy in the world. I guess he made a video responding to them. And, you know, you do something like this. People need to make videos every day. You're going to respond because it's something to make a video about. But I hope she actually does go after every one of you. I can't wait to see it. I want to see the Mike video. I want to see I would like to see a full video about John Malin. I would love to see a Yellow Flash video. I just want her to attack everyone in Comicsgate one video at a time. I want a complete set. You know what I mean?
The series.
I want a whole series. Everyone needs a video of being berated by this school marm. I would love it. I would love it. And it's good. This is the best video that she's made. I'm actually listening to this going, yeah, Antonio. Tomorrow, if I do the morning show at 9 a.m., which I might do, I'm going to just say, yeah, Antonio, yeah, you know, I agree. I agree with everything that she said, Antonio. I'm going to say, did you really think it was Mortal Wounds? Because now I can't help kind of calling it Mortal Wounds. Mortal Worlds.
James, you have to do a critique video of them for tomorrow. So that they do another one of you the day after. Hey, Ethan, can you check out this?
I'd have to
I don't know what people are talking at once. What?
This screen right here with my finger. Check it out. Click on it.
Oh, hold on. Stop sharing. Sure, Mike. Let's see. What are we doing? All right. Yes. Yes. By the way, I'm not letting Elliot in here to attack you and harass you tonight. People are saying, "Where's Elliot Fernandez?" I'm like, wow, the truth is I forgot to put Elliot into the room, but I'll pretend I'm gatekeeping him. That is beautiful. Good job.
Thank you.
What do you think of that, John? Do you have any critique? Be honest.
No. It's fantastic.
I love
16, 17.
I don't know. It doesn't look like a character from Mortal Worlds, so.
it. Mortal Worlds. Please draw Mortal Worlds.
Damn, that's what I was going for. Mortal Wounds, right?
Mortal Wounds. Yeah, it looks good. Everyone really likes it. People are excited about the idea of links.
That should be the title of the first book. Links. Immortal Wounds.
Mortal Wounds. But what is a mortal world? Does that mean that like worlds that have mortal people on them?
It's like the world we live in, and we're all mortals here.
But it's mortal worlds, plural, meaning that there are other planets. Yeah. I can't guess what she means by that.
Well, that's something that writers should understand is the story, the title, or whatever your book is called. It should tell you gives you an idea of what it is.
Oh.
It can't do that. That's
up on the train.
I really feel like there are so many comic books that are on Indiegogo that are basically just a mashup of two words. It's like an adjective and a noun. Adjective and a noun, and you just kind of shove them together, and there's a inexplicable title.
Like Cyber Frog.
Yeah, like Cyber Frog. Detective Dead. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Graveyard Shift. Get it. It's a phrase. Lone Star. Well, yeah. These are good titles. These are great titles. Red Rooster, great.
Yeah.
But Mortal Worlds sounds like it sounds like a garage band. You know what I mean?
It does.
Soap opera.
Yeah, soap opera, I was going to say.
Oh, yeah. As the Mortal Worlds turn or something. Congratulations. Agenda Superheroes with a Purpose is burning up the charts. $1,617 right now. We're now
nice.
Officially
20% already. 20%.
How does that make you feel, James? Be honest. If you want to cry, go ahead.
Well, I'm relieved because I was kind of dreading I've been wanting to do a crowdfunding thing for a while, but I always dreaded that I might not succeed because I feel like people who don't succeed. But I think we have a strong product here, and I'm glad that we have you guys helping us out. That's really great, and I appreciate it. And I think that the Comicsgate people are going to be the ones to hopefully save the business, because it has to be saved from itself.
Well, we don't care about that. We're not. The business can go to hell. We're out to just save what's good of comics in our own little world. We don't care how they do.
What I mean is, I think that we can be the thing that kind of create, the phoenix effect of the industry coming from the ashes of itself. Because it's like when comics almost died back in the 70s before the Superman movie came out, and DC was going to go straight to reprints and everything, and both companies were really in trouble. And then the whole direct market was created, and it saved the industry. So I've seen this before, and it'll happen again. But we need to just it's really, people want comics, they like comics, and we just have to reinvigorate it, and I think we'll get a lot of people to come into comics again by just giving them what they want instead of lecturing them and telling them what to think and everything.
Yeah, that would be nice. It'd be nice if we actually produced comics that people wanted to read instead of felt tortured by and felt like they had to read.
Well, it's like, I look at these things that you have to pay $4 or $5 for, and you only get like 20 pages, and there's no story, and it's just like basically like a lot of talking heads, and then there's like one action scene and one page, and then there's no ending to the story, and you're supposed to come back next month and pay sucker money again, because it's just sucker money. you're just throwing money away for those things. I can't believe these companies exist to this point. It's just people. This is really a sign that people love comics, that they're willing to put up with this crap, but they really shouldn't, because they're just insulting. And they're really, I don't know. It's just it's really hard for me to believe. When I was working at Marvel, for example, if I had 2 pages of dialogue in a row, the editor would get on my case. He said that, you have to have action happening on every page and blah, blah, blah. Now they don't have any action in the stories, and it's just a bunch of pointless conversation and dialogue that goes nowhere. And it's just really insulting, and to expect people to pay for that, I mean, we really, I think one of the things we have in common is that we all love comics, and we want to entertain, and we want to give people their money's worth. It's, I can see the dedication in your guys' work, the effort and the talent. And that's really what sets us apart, because I look at these mainstream comics, and a lot of them are just, they would never have gotten any work back in the day. I mean, there's no way those people would have ever got a single job. And now they run a business, and it's just sad, really.
It is sad. It is sad. All right, let me read some of these super chats here. Hail Caesar, Hail Centurion, says Prick 13. Jonathan Anguiano says Mike Miller's kids run his Twitter account. Panda says, please bring back the 9 a.m. edition of Comicsgate Live. I miss it. Thanks for the entertainment. I listen every day. I will. It just needs a break. It needed to breathe a little bit. Panda says, at Mike Miller, when will Lone Star end? I want to back it next Friday, 11/2, when I get paid. Also, your links.
I just got an email during the stream from my colorist that he said he would have the pages to me by Friday. Now, that means, there's still probably going to be a round of corrections, but the time is near. So,
yeah. Also, your links art was amazing. I'd love a print of it. I'd rather have a print of this one. This is even better. Gojirify said, damn, I was going to bed, but I can't miss the Britskrieg. The Britskrieg is crazy tonight. I'm respecting Britskrieg a little bit now. I'm respecting Caroline and anticipating more craziness. This is great. Gojirify said, I asked EVS what he had for lunch today. He said 3. That's true. Blasted Heath says, EVS, you can't have any pudding till you eat your meat. Peter Charon says, just received my copy of Black and Red by Elliot Fernandez. So freaky cool. Rebel Scum Radio, this is why Australia has hated the British for 200 plus years. They only bathe once a week and never brush their teeth. They should get Doug on their show.
Whoa.
I don't know about that. We don't want to say things like that. Gojirify says, I'm doing a comic about a couple of gold-digging Brits called Nugget of Niceness. Days of Clarity says she's a mortal wound. He was going to say the see you next Tuesday word, but he stopped himself. Darth Bobcat says these people just keep digging themselves deeper. Darth Bobcat again says, I don't know. I never thought they'd go after Antonio. Well, they are subverting all expectations left and right. These two, the Bonnie and Clyde of England, of Comicsgate. Gojirify says John Nefarious Malin wants to eviscerate Agenda. John, is that true? Do you want to eviscerate Agenda?
No, not at all.
How do you feel about those two words being associated with you? Nefarious and eviscerate. They're two great words.
Yeah, eviscerate is a pretty good word. I just don't really do that much. So I mean, even this conversation with the Andins, it wasn't an evisceration by any means. But whatever, you get a label, it sticks. So
that's not how I saw it.
Right. Michael Johnson Curry says, I'm working on my own comic for crowdfunding. I'd love to talk to you about it on a stream or just in person one day. I sent you a message on Twitter. Mike DJC. All right, cool. Darth Bobcat says Mortal Worlds was just shy of 1,000 2 days ago. Gojirify said John Malin eviscerating Blood Honey was the real reason EVS cut out Ticos. It is. When he was attacking Blood Honey, I was compelled to chop up action figures. It was terrible. Just Another Person says, and as fascinating as all this is, it's all too bizarre. I would suggest allowing them to fade into the bitter obscurity they came from. A lot of people say that. Like, there's no reason to be afraid of these people. If they want a little attention, I'll give them a little attention. Everybody wants a little attention in life. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Everybody does want a little attention. They want a chance to shine. I'm letting them shine. Franz Rochelle says, I didn't insult you, stupid foggin CUNT logic. Gojirify says, if you have a Comicsgate dance, please bring Mike's wife. Yeah, Mike, would you bring your wife to our Comicsgate dance, or would you?
Absolutely.
You would. Okay.
Who else would I dance with?
I don't know. TOAOM123 says, go out and vote. We plan to. We plan to vote on Tuesday. No, when is it? Is it Tuesday?
Next Tuesday, isn't it?
Is it the 9th or the 2nd election day?
I already people to vote early
till October.
Oh, I'm looking at the October calendar. No wonder. How stupid of me. All right, so yeah, the 6th, I guess. All right, Kaz5166 says she's become too powerful. I'm scared. Gojirify says EVS voted to Brexit mortal wounds. Jedi Knight and friend of Captain Solo says, Mike, how great was it interviewing Leanna Vamp?
It's fun. Yeah.
Gojirify, who is Leanna Vamp?
She's like the spokesperson for The Walking Dead. I don't know if you ever see, like, they do events and stuff, and she's a really pretty brunette, dark eyes. She usually has vampire teeth in, and she does a bunch of interviews and stuff. She kind of MCs their events. She's a model and an actress and a cosplayer.
She a nice girl?
Oh yeah. Yeah, she used to live. She used to live in Temecula, so we would always be like on the same flights from the East Coast back and forth at cons and stuff. So that's how I got to know her.
I see.
And so I interviewed her in New York.
I see. How were those flights alone with a beautiful woman, young woman? Presumably your wife was at home, waiting for you to come home.
Her husband's always flying with her.
And you're on a plane. Oh, I see. Okay, she's married. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Wow.
Gojirify says Zodiac usually kills after releasing a new comic. Well, we'll see. TOAOM says, as a Trump supporter, do you think it was a low blow for Trump to claim Stormy Daniels looks like Sarah Jessica Parker? Hashtag cancel South Park. No.
Did he?
Sarah Jessica Parker is a lovely woman, so I have no problem with that at all. Go, and if you have a problem with it, apparently you think Sarah Jessica Parker is ugly, which is, Gojirify says, let Sashi into the room. Well, I did. I sent her the link. Sashi's always welcome, and she's not in the room. She's not choosing to be in the room. So that's, you can. Yeah. Dallas Deadeye says, Unky E, what's Lynx's power level? How strong is she? Well, it's over 9,000. What do you think? What do you think, John? I gotta get John involved in Lynx somehow. John, you know what? Will you get rid of Mike's horrible claw idea? And could you come up with a claw concept for Lynx?
Yeah, sure.
Why are you hating on my claws,
You want to hear Donald's claw concept?
You don't like the Freddy Krueger?
No. I don't. See how quickly I said I don't like that. Now, John Malin has a fresh set of eyes. He is
Freddy Krueger, so it's going to be hard for you to talk him out of that.
I know that, but John doesn't have to just copy things that he's seen in movies. Mm-hmm. John's going to sit there and go, all right, well, look, how do claws work? What do claws mean? What haven't we seen before? And what can I do to make an original claw concept, weapon concept for this young girl?
Yeah.
John is an innovator.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll sketch something out tomorrow. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, guys, I gotta go to work tomorrow, so I gotta go to bed. But I really appreciated this, and it was great talking to you and all. And hopefully, I can get you guys on my channel at some point, because that'd be great.
Well, you can, and thank you so much for being here with us, and thank you for we appreciate your time. Thanks for letting us help you launch your campaign, your amazing campaign.
You definitely
for Agenda Superheroes with the Purpose. Right now, it's at $1,617. Thank you so much, James. Have a great night. Matt, would you like to stay?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right,
you guys
good.
don't mind me lingering or lurking.
No, we like you here. We have a lot of fans here. Thanks, James.
Good night.
All right,
James.
Later, James.
very exciting. All right, so very good. That guy, you guys did great. I'll tell you something. The chat did great. They really supported this project and got it up to a good start. I'm very pleased.
Yeah.
A late
These
night
guys are awesome.
start too.
Yeah. Andrew Rotten says, speaking objectively, why is John Malin the cool guy? Cool guy, one word.
Oh.
Well, we talked a little bit. The mic displaying a difference between him and Doug TenNapel there. That was nice. We talked on the war campaign. I was on the war campaign tonight, John.
Nice.
And they said to me, they said, why will you explain why John Malin is important to Comicsgate? And I gave an impassioned, I had to think about it for a minute because I wanted to find the right words. John Malin led the way. John Malin put his own career in peril, and he certainly did, in order to speak the truth about what was going on in the comic book industry. John Malin with integrity, the likes of which you will not find anywhere else in comics. Not even for me. Not even for me. John Malin stood up, and that's clear because I did not support John when he did this. I mean, I kind of did, but in a very cowardly way. I said, John, are you sure you want to say these things? Do you want to take any of this back? John doubled down. John has class. John has personal integrity and strength. And when people said to him, how do you feel about what's going on in comics? And then they threatened him for what he said. He stuck to his guns and accepted the consequences. And there was no telling where he was going to go from there. We didn't know. John didn't know where he was going. John didn't know what his job was going to be. He didn't know.
Yeah.
But he had to speak the truth, and he did. And that's something that I've really admired.
Yeah. I was only going to do graveyard shift. So, I didn't know the Jawbreakers thing was going to come and all that. So, but, I definitely had a plan to keep going. I just didn't know where it was going to end up. But I appreciate that, Ethan. Yeah.
Yeah, that is why. John is extremely brave, has impeccable, immovable integrity, and, says what he believes. So when John tells you something, you can be assured that that is how John really feels. And he is polite, sure. When politeness is called for, he can be diplomatic, but he is also honest and filled with integrity and strength of character. And that is why John Malin is a cool guy, in one word, and why John Malin is a pillar of Comicsgate in ways that everybody else can only envy. So, congratulations, John Malin.
Well, thanks.
Yes. John, and he also came up with the phrase "ore grabber." That's correct, like grab an ore.
Yeah.
Grab an ore. Gojirify says John Malin is the Chuck Yeager of Comicsgate. Yeah. Or Golden OGR says more dull words or worlds. Yeah, more dull worlds. That's another thing that you could say, and they'd get very upset at. All right, let me finish this up.
This campaign doesn't work. We'll go back. We'll refine. We'll build a bigger following because we ain't going away.
Aww.
I don't need to remind you what we think Comicsgate stands for. The videos are up there, but I will reiterate, it does not stand for one person running a gatekeeping protectionist racket where he decides what's good enough, he decides what he promotes, he decides what people buy.
You're
not
allowed to decide
about his.
Well, they are under the impression that I kept them out, and that's, I didn't mean to keep them out. I just don't. Again, what if everybody did this? What if everybody that wasn't on this show threw a big tantrum like this?
You'd probably do this to them.
Yeah, I would. I would have more content for my live streams. Honestly, that'd be great.
I definitely wouldn't be doing the series that brought that into this community. So I would be stopping Comicsgate Presents if this was like a common thing for sure.
Well, it could be a common thing. I mean, people are impatient. Everyone feels entitled. They feel like they have the right to this kind of a platform, even though they didn't build it. John, how many subscribers do you have now?
Around 2,200, I think.
Yeah, say 2,200 subscribers. Yellow Flash has 2,000. No, 22,000. And Umbrella Guy has 10,000. Everybody's building their own platforms. They're working hard to gain a following so that they can promote whatever ideas they have, whatever projects they have to that following. You're not entitled to other people's platforms, and it doesn't make me a gatekeeper. That's not what makes me a gatekeeper. What makes me a gatekeeper is that I won't let you in. These people, that's what makes me a gatekeeper. I won't let them on my show.
I've almost got 34.
You are?
Almost at 3,400.
Awesome. Congratulations. That's great news, Mike.
Without you, bro.
Matt, when are you going to start your YouTube channel?
I have one, but I haven't put any videos, a couple of animatics like I did. I can't remember what else, but yeah, I need to start putting some stuff up.
Animaniacs?
I'm too busy watching them.
You watch the Animaniacs a lot?
Animaniacs?
Is that what you said?
No, animatics. Like
animatics.
I did some stuff for video game game animation.
Yeah.
I tried some stuff out, and I did it the hard way. I did it in Photoshop in Final Cut Pro. But no, I don't know. I have to start something up. Start a new thing on a regular. I'm bad at updating on updating art.
Every day, Matt. Every day.
Yeah, it's rough. It's hard.
Could you guys please, by the way, in the chat, they're saying, Gandalf, could you make memes of me as Gandalf saying, "You shall not pass," and then put a gate behind me, the comics gate, that I will not let people through? Please put those up all over Twitter. I will actually use that I'm going to use that as a thumbnail, Matt, for this video. So,
oh man.
Yeah, it helps, Matt. It helps to make videos every day. People like that. People want to find out.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to figure out what kind of topic or theme to go with. I don't know.
Whatever interests you, man. Whatever you're most excited about in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a lot of stuff. See anyone like Star Trek?
Not me.
Nobody in Comicsgate is doing Star Trek stuff, dude. You'd corner the market there.
Yeah.
Get the people battling over TNG or the original.
It doesn't matter, man. Just start a channel. There's freaking bazillions of Star Trek fans out there. That'd be a great one to get.
Yeah. Should the gate have EVS in big gold letters? Yes, of course. Should be whatever it is. You have to make it clear that it's the Comics Gate and that I own it because I do, and that I'm guarding it and not letting some people in. But I would put, you know what? If you guys are smart and good at this, you want to spend a little time on this meme, I would have John Malin and Mitch, and I'd have Mike, and I'd have Antonio, definitely Antonio, and a bunch of other people playing on the other side of the gate. Yay! Having a great time. They're in, but I'm at the front.
Come in.
Yeah, you shall not pass. That would be a really good meme. Very good meme. Just everyone who's in Comicsgate, on this show, in other words, they're behind there and they're having a good time. People want to know what's a good Mike meme. There are a lot. Mike cries a lot, and he works at Benihana and various
sundry
chain restaurants, C-level chain restaurants.
TGI Fridays, Applebee's.
Yeah.
I think someone even said Taco Bell once.
The Taco Bell's beneath you. It's not that he works at Taco Bell.
John's gonna get offended by that.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm just saying that's not the point. The meme of Mike is that he works in a C-level. The next step up from a Taco Bell would be like a Benihana's or TGI Fridays or Sizzler. Remember the Sizzler? They used to have commercials of come to the Sizzler. Like that. It was you get a paper thin steak at the Sizzler. Yeah, don't do that. Don't go to the Sizzler. Anyway, Yeah, let's finish this off. We've got two more minutes and 10 seconds of this woman screaming at Antonio.
But then he is a nice guy. He may choose to do something that he thinks is more constructive. That's his call. I don't even know if he's listened to what you've had to say. He's that kind of guy. He kind of doesn't listen to stuff like that. He listens to proper criticism and constructive things, but not a kind of expletive-laden tirade, which kind of rises in volume and amplitude. And yeah, in terms of your video saving our campaign, no thanks, Antonio. We know what you did. And then
what did he do?
He does that. But then we're done. Because we've got better things to do to respond to any more stuff you choose to put out there like that about us in future. Anyway, one last thought, Antonio, before we go. I hope to God for the people who backed your book, you're a better writer than you seem to be at articulating your thoughts in speech. That's an observation. It's based on the evidence I've seen and heard. It's not trashing you. I haven't actually read your work. I'm just basing on what I've heard you do, what I've seen your live streams, and what you did and uploaded yesterday. Anyway, guys, sorry. I felt I had to respond to that because it was kind of clearly nasty. It was kind of clearly to shore up Ethan's position.
Yes.
Because I think Antonio is it Centurion, a henchman? I don't know.
Henchman.
But anyway, please subscribe, listen in.
Minion.
I still think this free expression market is an important thing. I'm just beginning to think that this particular bit of it isn't what it may be masquerading as. And the more people that hear that, the more people that have a look at that, the more people that choose to think about it and look at the evidence out there, that's up to the consumer. Anyway, guys, we'll be doing another one later. Have a good afternoon or evening. Subscribe, look at the Indiegogo page, look at Channel 0X where our videos are, and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Well, that was excellent. I'm so glad that she made that video. That was absolutely beautiful. By the way, Perth, where did I see this? I just lost it. I had it saved and I lost it. Perth Comics points out that this campaign is not new. They didn't create this for Comicsgate. They tried to run this campaign. Oh, here it is. Mortal Worlds was also known as Gods, or God's Trilogy, from 2014 to 2016, when Comicsgate didn't exist. So this already failed twice. Interesting. So the picture becomes a little more clear. Two failed Indiegogo campaigns or Kickstarters with the same moldy old pages. Suddenly Comicsgate, we pretend to be Comicsgaters, and then suddenly we pull this thing out, pretend that it's brand new, came from our hearts because of Comicsgate, and now, yeah, third time's a charm. Maybe
didn't she say before that the inspiration for the campaign and getting her husband to do all that work was May? Yeah, you and Richard in the beginning of this year. So if it's a 2-year-old campaign, then that's disingenuous.
No, it's not. It's a 4-year-old campaign. It's from 2014 and then 2016. 2-time, now 3-time losing campaign.
I remember they also said they were still working on pages. So how can it be that it's already that is that old?
That's interesting. Wow. So this is what are those things called that soldiers eat from? The freeze dried. It's an MRE. This campaign is basically an MRE. Mortal Worlds is the MRE of comic book projects, of crowdfunding campaigns. It's freeze dried for your protection. You can buy it 4 years ago. Still good. Still the same. 2 years. Another 2 years go by. Let's open it up again. MRE. Beautiful. Mortal V says EVS is a scion. He wants to take all these insults to raise his power level when he's brought to near death from these intense barbs. Yeah, absolutely. No, I like this stuff. I mean, this stuff is interesting to me. People and their perceptions of Comicsgate are interesting, and also people making 16-minute videos attacking Antonio. are good, and I do want to encourage them to make more videos like this. Snowtep says, "LOL, they reacting to Antonio roasting them. Woo! I cannot wait to watch Bryce's reply. I'm gonna need some popcorn and to kick back when I watch his reply. Snowtep, get ready. It's gonna be awesome." And like Gojirfi says, MRE. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Good stuff. In the meantime, people who are actually producing new work every day, keeping it fresh, are doing very, very well. As it turns out, Agenda, Superheroes with a Purpose by Matt. Matt, how long have you been working on Agenda, Superheroes with a Purpose?
It's been a little while. I've been working on other jobs, other projects, so it was kind of like a slow pace. But and James was giving me the script for it over that period of time. He's been real patient with me, and then finally, we just both, after a meeting, we're just like, we got to hunker down and just get this thing going. So, so now it's been pretty steady. I've been cranking out some pages, and yeah.
Yeah, Matt, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a robot arm or a robot leg?
Oh man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
No, it's not.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with
so the robot leg?
Robot leg.
Robot leg means you can run fast. That's the implication.
You can't.
Only on one leg.
No,
Yeah.
robot legs.
You can hop fast.
You can run
Yeah, I'm gonna
fast.
take those legs.
You can kick people in the
skip.
face.
But then Cable's got the robot arm, right? That
Yeah.
was cool.
Yeah.
See?
Oh, you're gonna crush
Yeah.
beer cans?
Crush John Malin.
No,
Margaret Miracle has a flat-out crush on Matt Cosson like I've never seen. This is now the third time I think she's mentioned he's adorable. She loves you. Let me get a good look at Matt Cosson. I haven't been looking at him. I haven't been looking at him. I've been looking at other people's Indiegogo campaigns. Let's have a look at Matt.
He is the mustache.
Yeah, he is. He's a handsome guy.
He's the only commentator with a mustache.
Yeah. He's got a lot of toys behind him. So that comes with Matt. Like if you were to marry Matt, Margaret, you would get all these toys. They come in the deal. They come in the package.
Well, I wish I could say they're all mine, but
they're not.
I kind of share some space with my brother. We work together. He's actually the colorist on Agenda.
Yeah, Cosson Brothers.
The Cosson Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
What is this about Channel 0X is there? What does that mean? Are they in this chat right now? Oh, look, there you are. Channel 0X, not trolling you guys, just the cast. Channel 0X is here, everyone. They are, I don't know what they're doing. They said, not trolling you guys, just the cast. Channel 0X, hello, guys. Hello, Channel 0X. Let's see what else you have to say. Do you guys see them? And that's it?
Yeah, shoot spy for Michael Andon here.
By the way, Channel 0X, Michael Andon, you cannot criticize my British accent. It is impeccable. So you cannot treat my British accent the way that you dared to treat the great Antonio Bryce. When I say that you sound like this, hello there, that is dead on accurate. Dead on accurate. And you can't. I won't. He says just having fun. Are you just having fun? Wow. So, Channel X, you want to come on now or no? You want to come on and answer for your crimes against humanity? We got Michael here. Michael, I'm sending you the link. Now, if you're brave, you're going to come on here. Thank you. Your UK accent is fine. Thank you. You're exactly right. Thank you. I will not hear criticisms, Matt. These people
I
think
like that accent.
Yeah, it was good. I sang. Yeah. I imagined what it would be like to be a child of the end, and so it would be like, "Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetops. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bell breaks, the cradle will fall, and down will come Ethan Van Skyver, cradle and all. Night, night, lad." Now that sounds exactly like the torment that we've been putting up with. Matt, I don't want to put you through this. This is terrible.
No,
listen,
it's funny. It's hard to tell if the British accent it's hard to tell if when they're mad at you or berating you or whatever. It sounds good, you know. It's all good.
It doesn't sound good when they're berating us. They're saying horrible things.
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell though. It's so like pleasant to the ears. It's like calling you names and you're like,
oh, just a tad past.
Matt has not been listening to the earlier videos of Caroline.
No.
I've never
heard. Not heard these people yell at us.
Okay, I've
Michael,
never. Yeah, this is the first time.
KSS says, "Christ, that was frightening." Yeah, no kidding. Michael Landon. I'm speaking to Michael Landon now. Will you come on, or no? Are you not coming on? I don't see what the big deal is. They said that was a Simpsons version. Way better than Dick Van Dyke. Way better than Dick. What did you think, John? Be honest.
I thought it was pretty awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I'll take that criticism to heart. John Malin has just eviscerated me with criticism of my accent, of my British accent. I would call that a John Malin style evisceration.
Yeah. I have no ear for accents, so yeah, it sounded great.
All right. Channel Zero saying next stream got to go to work. Well, you know.
Yeah, excuses.
All right.
He's building the anticipation. It's a good, it's a masterful move.
Yeah, it is. No, I can't wait. You keep saying next stream. But yeah, very, very good. Michael, we want you and Caroline here. And that's going to be Britskrieg Part 4. Britskrieg Part 4 is the confrontation, finally, once and for all, between Michael Landon, not the Highway from Heaven guy.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Michael. It's Michael Andon. So it's not Michael Landon. It's Michael Andon. No, Janker says we don't want Mike anyway. We just want Caroline.
Yeah, she needs to be in. Well, no, you said both. Yeah, they can both be in.
Yeah, I think the tag team effect is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they both have they're like, okay, you read this part, I'll read this part. It's like a news report. They volley their abuse back and forth.
We get Antonio in here. Everyone that's been subjected to their wrath. Yeah.
I like it's into the wrath.
Coach Irvine says Nick Rekieta should moderate. You know what Nick's gonna do. You know, Nick will get drunk and yell at him.
Yeah, we're adults.
We can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, honestly. Yeah, women is funny. We need her, here, and him, says Oregano Cat. I agree. You know, they're both definitely welcome, and it'd be good. Don't forget Lone Star Comic, says Mike, promoting his own comic in the chat. Mike, you must think that I don't promote your comic enough.
No.
You know, you must think that I ignore you. And I don't give you your fair share of time. And I find that offensive. I certainly...
Are you going to kick me out again?
No, you're not Nasser. I wouldn't boot you. I have respect for you.
No, I mean of Comicsgate.
Oh, yeah. Cormoran says, now you can wait for us, Ethan Van Sciver. Why are you so afraid of us, Ethan Van Sciver? I'm terrified, to be honest. Michael, thank you for not coming in here, and you know, because thank you for not calling my bluff, because I was actually kind of afraid to confront you about.
We all want to come in fresh. Yeah,
definitely. Lone Star Heart of the Hero, $98,767.
Getting there.
Like
Mortal Worlds, $835. 800 of their 10,000, 8% of their $10,000 goal. Lone Star Heart of the Hero, $98,767. 473% funded. 406. That's enough, right?
I'm
Pretty
happy.
good. You're happy with that?
I would be happier just to hit the milestone of a 6 figures young lady.
Never be satisfied.
Benefit, Ethan, for your benefit.
What's that?
For your benefit.
Thank you. It makes me look good. I appreciate that.
It
does. When you look good, I look good. It's like, what is that? What was that hair product? Vidal Sassoon?
Yeah. If we don't look good, if you don't look good, we don't look good.
Right. Graveyard Shift by John Malin. Everyone wants to back Graveyard Shift by John Malin. They've been in awe of John. But wow, John, you just jumped forward $101,997. That's 1,864% of your goal.
Heck yeah. Excellent. Thank you guys very much. $3 away from 102. That'd be awesome. Keep Mike away.
Mortal Worlds. Let's reset that. $835. 8% of it.
Hey, I saw that from Detroit.
Yeah.
Who's that from Detroit again?
What?
Detroit. I saw the last one of Detroit. Who's
I'm from Michigan.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Me too.
Oh,
I'm from Detroit, Michigan area.
Oh, do you? Yeah. No, you live in California though, right?
Yeah. But I'm originally from Michigan. I lived in like Livonia, Westland, Redford.
Nice.
Farmington Hills.
Which part of San Diego are you in, Matt?
Don't dox yourselves, guys.
Well, just keep talking for a little while about where you're from. That's good. Yeah. All right. Look, while you guys were talking, let's refresh this and just see if this. No, it didn't. $835, 8% of their $10,000 goal. Agenda. That's you, Matt. Matt.
Yes.
You've been here for how long now? 2 hours. $1,617. 20% of your $8,000 goal. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Detective Debt by Critias. $25,780. 227% of their goal.
Nice.
$805. Congratulations.
I appreciate everybody. Thanks. I'm over here trying to do the you should not pass.
Yeah. Really appreciate all of the support of the people in the chat. Really support you guys. Yeah.
I just got to get a picture of your face and crop it in and then get everybody else put in the background or something.
Yeah. Well, anything I can do to help, I'm happy to do it. So that is the power of Comicsgate. I'm really proud of all of you guys. Thank you so much. All right. So if you guys would please, on your way out, please close the gate. We don't want anyone else coming in. We want to keep that gate closed and locked.
You know how you lock it, though? You hit that like button.
Hit that like button to lock the comics. My God.
Oh, Critias has a cool image on his.
No, I'm photoshopping this right now. I want to try to get even this cropped. I got the gate.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I want to keep working on it.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah. You got to get everyone in the background, though. You got to get.
Yeah, for sure.
Just get that volleyball scene from Top Gun, and then just back there.
Make sure I have a Benihana hat on.
Margaret, stay in touch with Matt Cosson. People make friends here. Midnight Cherry TV. I have mail and invite them. They'll be here in an hour. Oh, that's true. Yeah, an hour late. Perth Comics says, EVS says, "Thou shalt not pass." Excellent. So I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. I'm going to get back to work here on Cyberfrog, which is tremendous. Thank you guys so much for being here and supporting these comics. Matt, it's a pleasure to have you. I'm so sorry for the content of this show. Usually we're better and nicer and everything, but you can see what's going on.
No, it seemed pretty good, pretty tame from what I've seen online.
Yeah.
Outside of here.
Oh, definitely. I mean, compared to other people, we're sweethearts. And thank you so much, Mike S. Miller. Please behave yourself. What do I got to do?
Always on my best behavior.
John, will you talk to him? He doesn't listen to me.
He doesn't listen to anyone. He's gone rogue.
Oh, for God's sake. And I want to thank Critias for everything that he does. Critias is a gentleman, and I'm proud to know him.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Ethan, we all want to thank you, and without
I was waiting for that. Yeah.
without
I'm grateful for having me on.
Well, you deserve to be here. You all deserve to be on.
You are the cornerstone. If you're not the leader, which you're not, because we all are.
No,
you are
everyone is.
definitely the cornerstone of this movement. So,
yeah.
All hail Caesar.
Thank you so much. Gojirfi demands the butter song. Guys, here's what's going to happen tomorrow. There's going to be a return to form, which means there will be more music, more piano playing. I'm going to have to start the stream a little bit earlier because the family's asleep. And if I start playing the butter song at 4 a.m., I'm going to see a side of Andrea that I never saw before and hope to never see again.
And there goes Commonsgate when Israel returns.
That is correct. That will be the end of everything. So, yeah, we'll do that. Tomorrow we'll do that. We'll bring back the music. We'll bring back the piano, and I'm going to start doing recorded videos again for a little bit. I feel like doing them.
Don't forget, Drawn and Quartered is tomorrow night.
That is correct.
Oh.
I love you too, Kitala Laris. Thank you for being here. Thank all of you, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.
Take care.
All right.
Hello.